I just wake up in the morning and I yell a lot, even though it's way too early. It's fun though. Wake up, wake up, wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up. Thank you once again for getting up way too early with Garage Gym Life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. On this show, we talk about fitness-related content from a home gym perspective, and we get your live reactions to the topics that matter to the home gym community. I'm John Greaves III. I am the co-founder of Garage Gym Life. And one more time, if this is your first time checking out the show, thank you for giving us a chance. I will ask you right now to hit the like and subscribe for us. It's going to help us out because it obviously helps the channel grow. And it's going to help you out because it tells YouTube that you want to see more of this kind of content when you come onto the platform. So it kind of helps you out too because it starts to educate the algorithm in your favor. Now, if you are watching live, we do ask that you be part of the conversation. And even if you're part of the replay gang, shout out to you if you're in the replay gang. But go ahead, add your questions and comments to the live chat. If you're watching on replay, then just obviously put them in the comment section. And that way you can be part of the conversation because this is a show that works best when it's about us, not just about us. Okay, so appreciate all of your interaction. Before we go any further, let's go ahead, play her theme song, and add my lovely wife Naomi to the stage. That's who y'all came to see anyway, right? Here we go. All right, there you go. I had to wait for that part. It's like dun 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 dun. That's your theme song. I wonder if I could get them to change the name to Naomi's theme.
So
you don't think so? You got to see the vision. You got to see the vision, Naomi. You know, this is like the second or third thing where you don't see the vision. I need you to start seeing the vision. Remember, we could be rolling in the dough right now as ant billionaires right now. Okay?
That's a no.
Okay, we could be rolling in the dough. We could be paid.
That's a no.
All right, I bet you if we were making money because of ant farms, we'd have a dang. There's a company that'll let you even swap out like your hood ornament. You can turn your hood ornament into something else. We can have an ant as our hood ornament because people are like, why you got an ant as your hood ornament? Because I'm the ant king of dang Northwest Georgia.
That's still a no.
I'm just saying, I've been trying to get you to see the vision. I'm trying to get you to see the vision. All right.
Well, I'm okay. I'm okay. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
So for all of you who just got here, just brace yourself because you're going to see more and more of this and this. All right. Before we check out who's here in the live chat, Naomi, tell everybody what's on the menu for today's show.
Absolutely. So at 6:05, it is news and other things with me. And we're going to talk about like weekly shout outs, the Bells of Steel Purple Cerakote Utility Bar, our initial feedback on the Makolo Fitness Falcon 2.0. That's a good one. And then first impressions on the new product from Rumble Roller. Then at 6:45, we'll have Recliner of Rage and John's Mad Again, and we'll find out why. Then at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, Jamie Cameron from Corestrength1 joins us to answer questions about the OMNI Fit platform. Then at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, we'll have Home Gym Harry join us to give us all the details that you'll need to participate in Curltember 2026. And then to wrap up the show, it's what John has learned this week.
All right. So let's go ahead and go to the live chat and see who is in the building. I will say that this happens occasionally, but let's see here. I'm trying to see if it'll still pull it up, but oh, it didn't do it. Okay, so Ashley posted last night.
Wow.
Yeah. So because she first introduced me to Jamie from Corestrength. Right. She connected us on Instagram. So it went from that into us doing the booth tour with him. And then obviously he's going to be on the show today. So she's excited. And so she showed up last night and posted it. And I thought that by starring her comment, it would keep it, but it didn't do it. So I can't see it. Otherwise, I was going to post it because she technically was first in the building. Because it was like at 10 o'clock last night, which I think is aggressive, but that's okay. That's a long time to wait in line, but it's not like people when we were growing up didn't do that. Waiting in line outside Best Buy and GameStop, and I'm trying to think Foot Locker when the new shoe came out.
Are you sure it's not under the starred comments? Because
that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking.
I'm seeing her.
Do you see it?
I do.
I clicked this. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, I see what happened. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I had to do that. See, it's not showing it. It's not showing it to me.
Because it shows that she posted at 3:59. So 15:59.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here to show how excited I am for tomorrow's episode.
Yeah, see, it's not showing it to me. So I'm like,
oh, surprise.
I guess you got, oh well. But hey, you were able to read it. That's good enough. Like I said, she was in there. I said, man, where's the comment? All right, but then more more conventionally, Letha was here at 4:51 a.m. She said, rise and shine.
Hello, Letha. How are you?
She said it's time for that TGIF grind. Let's do it, fam. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. And Carlos is completely, he's unhinged already. Said this. Talking about this episode is brought to you by Moth's Crazy Glue. Moth's Crazy Glue. It keeps me hanging on. Look,
all you need is that crackly old school radio background noise, like when you used to listen to like Johnny Dollar and stuff.
He definitely needs more than that. But yeah, hey, whatever. You do what you can. He said, I mean, wake up, wake up, wake up. So
good morning,
I can't even begin to. I know what he's talking about, but I wish I didn't. Anyway, all right. So we got, hey, what's up, boo? He said, the man said, wake up. That's right. He said, anyone have problems pulling up YouTube?
I think it's problem has been solved because I'm seeing we have 3,000 that are watching us right now. So good morning to everybody,
including you,
boo.
Yeah, because he posted that comment on YouTube.
Yep.
So you figured it out. You solved it.
There you go.
All right. Carlos said your mic sounds nice. Check one. Appreciate that.
There you go.
Nobody has figured out what song that's from yet. Yep, my mic sounds nice. Check. Nobody has figured it out.
Boo has figured it out because if you look at the comment right after that.
Okay. He says, see what? Okay. All right. See, yeah, because I've been saying, if y'all know what song that's from, go ahead, put it in the thing. But nobody has figured it out yet. Yep. Let's make it simpler. Which group is it? Which group is it that did the song? All right. B said, good morning, John and Naomi.
Good morning, B.
Hi to everybody else too from Chicago. All right. Carlos spells your name the way the Ethiopians do. Said Noemi.
That's okay. That's all right.
Call me Otis. All right. Hey, look, you talk about, listen, you know what? That shows that because he wasn't watching the show yet. All right. So what happened is there was like this protein. There were a couple of companies that were making protein out of ants just to make the story really, really short. Right. So it was like this black ant protein that they said was like this better protein. They was like selling it for quite a lot of money. And I said, well, obviously if it's made from ants, they got to get their raw materials from somewhere. And I was like, we could be the ones selling the ants to them. Cause at the time, I forgot what it was. It was basically, I was like, then it's going to be a domestic source. So they don't have to worry about all the dang, dealing with, whatever you call it.
Import.
Yeah. Import. Like that. But like the import thing when it's,
the tariffs and stuff like that.
No, I'm talking about like checking it for diseases.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a food product.
Quarantine.
Yeah, like quarantine. You wouldn't have to worry about that because this is good, healthy ants from North Georgia, and
that's still a no.
I'm just saying.
See my previous statement before. It still stands. No,
I'm just saying. Look at that, salt and pepper. Exactly. Thank you, salt and pepper. Finally, a grown up has entered the chat. There you go. Anyway, That's what the deal is with the ant farm thing. Because I was like, Naomi, we could be rich because we'd be the only suppliers. All right. We'd had a market cornered. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
You know.
I'm just saying. Let's see. Home gym gains. Kevin, I answered your question that you sent me. You texted me late last night. I just didn't answer it last night because I was going to bed. So Kevin sent me a text talking about, I'm going to read this to you. I just want y'all to see the sort of abuse I take.
No.
Well, I'm supposed to be off the clock, right?
Yeah.
But this isn't just like when I'm on the show. This dude comes to me, sends me a text. First of all, he sent me some harassing
it's just
YouTube
payback
videos.
for when you harass him during his live show.
He sent me some links to YouTube videos. I didn't even start nothing with him. And he said, I sent him something helpful. I was like, I think you enjoy this. He sent me these 2 videos talking about my training or whatever. Anyway, so then he said, you either staying up to be up. He said, you're either staying up to be up way too early or you just suddenly decided sleep is not needed in a 24-hour busy day. Therefore, you just go and prep for the show. No, I went to sleep. And he says, either way, I have a question. That's how you know he wasn't really concerned. He said, anyway, since you up anyway, and then send me his question. So I am a good friend.
Statement.
I'm a good friend. So I answered your question, Kevin. Okay, I answered your question because I'm a friend. I'm a good friend. Anyway, moving along. So that was the last comment. Let's go ahead and you guys see the question of the day. Said, what do you guys want to know most about the Macola Falcon 2.0? So go ahead and comment with your answer. So you guys start putting your I guess technically it would be questions because we're going to use your comments to help guide us as we're doing our review, because we're going to start we're doing all the stuff for the review over the next few months. And then we're going to release a review. All right. And I don't want to just talk about the stuff that we find interesting about it. I want, to answer the questions you guys may have.
Right.
All right. So let's see here. That was it for who's in the live chat. All right. And let's go ahead and pay homage to our most popular product. And then we'll go ahead and jump into news and other things. Here we go. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. Hey guys, one of the things that we are big believers in here at Garage Gym Life is that your home gym should be the best gym in town for you. And that includes personalizing it. So every time you walk in there, you are proud of it and motivated to get your workouts in. And that includes adding little personal touches that set your home gym apart from everything else. Here's an example of what I mean. When we were first setting up our home gym and we were looking for ways to get stuff off the floor, we went ahead and got these flexible hanging solutions that we found on Amazon, and we use it all over the gym to hang up various things. But now we're ready for an upgrade. And so what I'm gonna do is replace this very basic hanging solution with these muscle arm wall hooks that I found. Less than a minute to install, and that looks 100% better. If you want the muscle arm wall hooks for your home gym, go ahead and click that shopping button, grab them from the Garage Gym Life store, and then let us know how you like them once you get them installed in your home gym. All right, shout out to everyone who placed orders at GarageGymLifeMedia.com this past week. Got a couple orders of barefoot shoes. We got another liniment order, and we got the first Garage Gorilla Bar order, which according to tracking should be delivered at some point today. Okay.
Enjoy that bar.
Oh yeah, that website is the primary way to support the channel and get some cool, unique stuff for your home gym. We're adding new stuff every day, some of which we're going to talk about a little bit later on in the show. So go ahead and bookmark GarageGymLifeMedia.com and visit it first whenever you need to find curated products for your home gym. Now, let's dive into news and other things. All right, so I just showed you the question of the day, but I'll go ahead and I'll pull it up again. This is typically when I show it, but I could see that. I wanted to make sure people had seen it. So question of the day is, what do you guys want to know most about the Macola Falcon 2.0? Go ahead and comment with your answer. Go ahead and post it in the live chat, I guess, because I can still get it from the live chat. But if you're watching on replay, that's actually even easier because then I can copy and paste
Right.
them into like a Word doc. So then when we're doing the review, we'll be able to say, okay, make sure we check out this, or make sure we, pay attention to that kind of
Mhm.
thing. We've done reviews like that in the past. I don't remember the first time we did it, but I think it was on the Iron Bull Strength Rack. I said, what do you people want to know about the rack?
Mhm.
And I asked people, I said, hey, just DM me on Instagram and tell me, right? And so then if you guys want to do that as well, that's fine.
Right.
But then I went through and just kind of answered the questions, boom, 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 boom. And it actually ended up being a much better review. And that's why we started doing it kind of like that way. Because,
Because the
that's
answers were almost like YouTube Shorts or Instagram Shorts.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you
It's
would
like
just
you
get the
turn the shorts.
question, and we did that not just with Iron Bull, but also I
Doing a
had some
lot of stuff
questions
there.
like that with the Expedients and a couple
The Bells of Steel
other
bike
Bells
too.
of Steel
Yeah.
bike. Yep.
Yeah.
Even the single
Because
stack.
I don't like watching reviews where it's like, and I also don't like doing reviews where you finish doing the review and you would expect, okay, I just did a review, I answered your questions, you have the
Right.
information you need, right? And then you look and there's like 50 questions. It's like, oh, well, you didn't do a good job on that review, because there shouldn't be 50 questions after you
Right.
finish your review. You know what I mean?
Right.
I guess that's good for engagement, but I prefer, like, our goal is to get you the information you need. You know what I'm saying?
But again, you
And
also have to
so,
remember that the people may see things that you don't see right away. So, like, things that I may not notice, you'll bring up like, "Oh, this may need to be tightened here," or "This may need to change
oh
here,"
yeah,
or,
yeah.
and for me, I'm like, "I just make it work," kind of thing. So those kind of questions actually, I mean, how many times have we put something together or we start reviewing and it's like, "Oh, that may be backwards," or, "What about the horns?" And we're like, "What horns?" You
Oh,
know?
our bad. No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's bad.
Yeah.
I think it's bad in the sense that I'd rather get those questions on the front end
Gotcha.
so that people are watching it and getting their questions answered, instead of us kind of like broadcasting, hey, this is what we want you to know, not what
Right.
you want to know. Right.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what
Right.
I'm saying. All right. So I just see it. So here's the first one. So Carlos said, I'm sorry. Carlito said, how modular is the Falcon? Can extra accessories be added? We
So when you
can
say
go ahead.
extra accessories, are you thinking about, and I guess I have to, because automatically I'm thinking like lever arms, and I'm like, no, 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 that's a rack. You would put that on a rack. You wouldn't put it on the Falcon. Um, so you're talking about like different like attachments is is the question, or
Yeah, he wants to know attachments, but also,
yeah,
so when cause I do want you to expand on that, Carlos. Because when you say modular, to me that means can you it's not just like cable attachments. I'm thinking is like, oh, well, could you put a leg extension on it? It's like
that kind of thing.
that's what
Yeah,
I see as modular, right? So
because what I will
yeah.
say
So if
that
that's what you're asking, cool. But if not,
yeah.
yeah, I
One
want
of
to
the
know
things
that.
that I like, because I've used it several times throughout this week. This week I've been, recording my series of 6 a.m. workouts or early morning workouts. And I will definitely say that when it came down to in comparison for our previous cable stack, I have a better stretch in the lat pull down than previous. And then even when it comes down to like rows, the foot plate that's there, I'm able to extend it a little bit more. So I get a bigger stretch to be able to reach and then be able to pull. And I could definitely feel that difference there.
Yeah.
Even the angle of the Falcon, I can do like cable crossovers where I didn't have that as an option before. Um,
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move this around because we already uh I kind of thought this might happen if because of the question today was
yeah,
like we would automatically start answering it. So
yeah.
go ahead and we can just play our first look at it. So and then we'll just do that, and then everything else will just go right after it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so let me go ahead and I'll play it right now. That way that might help people because then you can still be you guys can still be coming up with questions and just as we go through the show. All right, so this is our first impressions video of the Mikolo Fitness Falcon. Here we go. New addition to the gym. This is the Mikolo Falcon 2.0 functional trainer. We spent a significant amount of time putting it together this past Saturday, and then Naomi put the finishing touches on it, like figuring out the pulley attachments and adding the stickers yesterday before she got to actually use it. I've used it for one workout and she's used it for two. We're both big fans of it. It was a significant upgrade from what we had before. A couple of things we really like are these pivot arms. We love the footprint because by having this, I now have room in the gym to do farmer carries, which I couldn't do with our previous, most recent setup before this. She's got the Porter Phys Ed handles on here right now, but the unit comes with these custom D handles. It also comes with integrated pegboard storage, which we have yet to add because, as you can see, it's actually right in front of our wall control pegboard. So the plan is to reclaim even more floor space by moving the wall control pegboard over to behind the power rack, and then we'll be able to push the Falcon back up against the wall and save another foot of floor space. So anyway, this is an excellent addition to the gym, and we're looking forward to all the training we can do with it. All right, so there you go. So that was like an overview of it. You guys, I hope you guys were able to check that out. Now that you've seen that, now I want to know what else do you guys want to see, and that video is up on the channel right now for our members to see. So you guys can go check that out once this show is over if you want. I think Ashley has arrived.
Yep, I saw hey, so you know she's arrived.
All right, so Boo said about the Falcon, he said, I want to see what it looks like. Okay, so there you go. Ashley says hey, and we know it's her because she did hey. That's it. I'm telling you got to watch out for counterfeits and clones, but it's definitely her. All right. I said, oh man, Carlos said 332. The cheater has arrived.
Oh, stop it.
That's not as not as bad as with Home Gym Physique, who just pulls first no matter what time he joins. No matter when he joins the stream, he just says first. That's hilarious.
He'll be 3 hours late first.
That's right. And she's laughing. So JB says, so what I'm hearing is if you're on the live, come back and check out the comment. If you're on the live, come back and check out the replay and answer the question there as a comment. Show so nice you got to watch twice. I mean, you don't have to do that. I'd love it if you did.
It'd be great if you did.
I just put Carlos's question down in our list of questions to answer. I just put it down there. It's just easier for me to copy and paste if it's a comment.
Right.
Yeah, let's see. Anyway, and Boo said that junk don't count. Oh, yeah. He's a let's see. The thing is, I think what was it? I think Rory was like coming in at like 11 o'clock at night or something like that, or 8 p.m. And I was like, man, that's like why? Because back then everybody's trying to be the first one. I was like, yeah. So we can blame Rory for starting it.
Yeah.
All right. So Carlos said he wants to know about attachments like leg extension, dip attachments, etc. Okay. And then Ashley said, I wasn't trying to cheat. I was on YouTube. The video's on my homepage, so I left a comment. I know only the morning of counts. I mean, realistically, it's not that serious. You know, I promise you, there's no prize. We're not giving out any awards. All right, seriously, it's not in the budget. We're not giving out any awards. So I'm just glad that people are excited for the show. So I thought that was really cool. Besides, they're probably just messing with you. And there you go. Carlos says, I know Ashley, you're just excited. And my brother said, I'm just talking junk. Ashley, don't pay attention to me. Yeah, that shows that he likes you. That he thinks you're cool people like we do. He wouldn't mess with you. All right, so you like how that Mikolo Falcon looked, right? I'm telling you. When I saw it, and Naomi can tell you guys, like when we went through their booth, they had all the stuff there, and the booth looked good. but that was the only piece of equipment they had that made me stop and say, "Hey, what's that?"
Yeah, you told
Like,
Fan, tell me about this one right here.
yeah, it's like, tell me about that.
Yeah.
Everything else, it was like, okay, all right, cool, okay, all right,
Mhm.
oh, nice, okay. But it was like, oh, okay, I'm listening to you. But then I saw the Falcon, I said, tell me about that. What's that?
I mean, you get a lot of range in like for your workouts and whatnot, but the space saving component of it, it really it opens up the gym. So you would think, oh, it's it's wide enough for it to be for a cable crossover,
Yeah,
but like even you showed it does open it up, so
right.
you're able to do like your farmers walks and stuff like that. But um, I haven't been able to do
Yeah,
like a chest fly and
yeah,
forever, you know?
yeah. Because
Um,
you had to walk, you have to step so far forward with the cable
mhm,
stack that we
yeah,
had that you're almost running. So for those who are, y'all try to visualize this. We have Naomi's plate tree barbell holder was kind of across from the bells of steel cable stack, right?
mhm,
So if you step too far forward, you're almost about to run into that. And then if somebody's walking into the gym, they'd be in your way.
mhm.
So, but that was the only way that you could actually be able to do any kind of cable crossover, sort of cable crossover,
To get
because
enough
we just didn't
clearance.
have, yeah,
Yeah,
because the pulleys weren't far enough apart.
right.
um but yeah, but go ahead, what you were saying.
And I mean, again, still love the single stack. Don't get me wrong. Really,
Oh yeah,
really enjoyed the Belt of Steel single stack. Um, but the experience between the single stack and the Makolo, it's like so John and I have always said there are very few items I would say, okay, this is like you're gonna have to like raise the bar if you're gonna be
yeah,
part of the gym. So like with Iron Bull Strength's rack, something's got to be really, really like above that bar if we're gonna take the rack down because
right,
that's a permanent, you know.
yeah,
Um, it's Makolo's Falcon
yeah,
2.0 is becoming that as I use
right.
it quite frequently.
um so we'll go ahead and go through you guys, so if you have any questions or whatever,
Mhm,
um I mean, some of them we can answer right now,
mhm.
but in terms of like questions you guys want to have addressed during the review, go ahead and keep on those questions coming. So uh Boo said, I don't see any room for attachments on that jump. I mean, so when Carlos said leg extensions and dip attachments, um, the one that we can obviously try will be the dip attachment.
It won't.
We can try it, but don't
It
I
won't.
don't know.
So that's the one thing I will say that does set it apart from the single stack versus the Makolo. So single stack had the post was very much like as if it was part of a rack because it had the 1 inch holes. So we were able to attach attachments to it, etc. Whereas on the
You talk about it in the
Falcon,
back
back and in the front, it's just, if you wanted to, because like, for example,
because I
when
know
I
it
would
had that
do,
storage post. Well, I mean that's true because it did. I mean, so
because
the
it,
reason
it
I
had
say
the
that's because
two
it was
upright.
reason I say that is because the size of the upright was 2.3 by 2.3. So
Correct.
we had to get the special so that, yes, so in theory yes you could, but you
So
had to make sure you got attachments that fit that size
that
upright.
that post, right.
um but
Whereas
yes, but go ahead.
whereas with the Makolo, the posts where the trolleys are, the holes there are specific for the trolleys. The next
Yeah, okay,
post, there aren't any holes there. Then you have the single stack.
yeah,
And then you have the pulleys for the lat and then for the row down below, with the leg attachment
no,
or the not leg attachment, what is it? It holds your legs in place for
leg
the leg
holder.
holder, thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll say I don't think that's the right word, but
it's a
yeah,
leg
it is.
holder, yeah,
Um, and then the foot plate. So really it is its own ecosystem. So you're not really able to add like
yeah.
attachments like a leg attachment, but you can change your attachments like for your whole your like you saw with the Porter phys ed
Yeah, yeah,
handles
yeah.
and whatnot. You can change that. I can. I did use the Bells of Steel multi link, So that way I could
I
put
did that last night. Yeah.
the RitFit,
Easy
hold
curl
on,
bar. The
easy
cable
curl bar.
easier.
Yeah. So you are able to do that, but like in regards to like other attachments, like a leg extension, for example, you wouldn't be able to do it on that one.
Right.
I don't think we would have been able to do it on the single stack as well, but I can see if with the one that's upgraded now where it is a 3x3, I think it was.
It would depend because you have to figure out how to run the cable so that so you can attach it so that it actually makes sense.
Right.
So I don't know. That's why when he said it, I was like, I started thinking about it because I was like, so I'm thinking like, how would you run the cable? How would you attach it? How could you make this work? Right. Just one. Okay. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twisties. Okay. Or maybe it's Justin 2345 twisties. That's unique. Okay.
That's very unique.
So you guys got the new Mikolo before Vern. I don't know what Vern has, so I can't answer that. You sound like you're trying to start something. I'm gonna text Vern. Did Vern's hold on? First of all, is this Vern's burner? I will text Vern right now. Hey man, you up here trying to start junk on my live stream with your burner account, your YouTube burner account. So I don't know. I know we got it before some other people because I had at least one other content creator tell me that he was told that they were sold out. Oh, I'm sorry, they were out of stock of it. So he didn't know that anybody had gotten it until he saw our video, and then he shot me a text. So I guess I don't know. Potentially, maybe.
Yeah. I will say the assembly of it, even though it did take us a little bit of time. Now, granted, it took us a little bit of time because of just that weekend that we had was just completely busy. But the instructions.
If y'all saw the picture that we took a picture, have we told them what's going on? What happened last weekend? Okay, so no, we didn't.
We didn't. Well, I did have to get off a little early, or I had to get off because of.
That's right. We did say that. Yeah. So we had our grandkids. So one son and his wife, we watched their children, right? So we had our grandkids, and then we had another son who's
getting married.
He's getting married.
Yeah.
And so we watched. He and his fiance have two. They're not puppies. Okay, these are adult dogs. One of them is a senior citizen, but they're just small. So people always say puppies, but they're they're just small but old dogs.
Yeah.
So there's like two small old people, right? But anyway, so we had to watch them as well. So we had two small dogs. That's right. That's the name. So one of them, I'm telling you, one of them looks just like Crypto from Superman. But anyway, and I guess Supergirl. Anyway, so we had the two dogs, plus our grandkids, plus our normal dog, Mystique, and of course our daughter. And then we had we did five
videos.
We did 5 videos because we had to get them all done, and y'all saw most of them because they were on a deadline, right?
Yep.
So we shot all those videos last weekend, submitted them to be kind of like to make sure that we had everything correct, and then we started publishing them, and we assembled the Falcon.
Because with the boxes, it was in the gym, and so I already had, so it was blocking part of like the equipment that I would use. So I had kind of switched up my workout a little bit. So I was like, all right, let's get it done.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I will say the instructions on putting the Mikolo together, the packaging was great. The instructions were awesome. All of the
cable, routing the cable was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Thank you. First of all, they gave you like a map of how it's supposed to go.
We've seen some horror stories. We've gone through some horrifying experiences with trying to route a cable.
We phoned a friend one time.
On the Eon Fin Omni.
Yes, on that
we literally,
And
shout out to Dennis Solis.
Yes.
We literally FaceTimed him. Hey man, can you figure it? So Dennis assembles stuff all the time, gym equipment, right? So we FaceTimed him and said, hey man, can you figure this out? And we showed him the cable. He said, And that wasn't a good sign. When he was like,
No.
"Oh," I said, "No, I need you to know, man.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
you to know."
Even if you
But
have to
anyway,
fake it
yeah,
to
lie
make
to
it,
me if
and
you need to. We
exactly,
gotta figure this
exactly.
out.
So
That's hilarious.
the the assembly instructions by Makolo was amazing.
It's really good. Yeah.
All of the nuts, the bolts, literally it was step by step on point, no questions.
Yeah.
I think we only had 2 oops scoops that we had to rotate,
Yeah.
but that was interpreter error, not instruction error.
Yeah.
But it was really, really, really good. Really good.
Yeah. So let's see. Carlos said the prize is the prize. Oh, for being first. Okay. I mean, hey,
There
look,
you go.
whatever. I like for people to feel successful. So whatever
Mhm.
makes y'all happy, go right ahead.
Mhm.
Boo said, yeah, it's nice, man. Yeah, we like it.
I like it, and it's smooth. That's the other thing.
Yeah. I mean, so
There was a little hiccup.
there's like a little thing. I forgot what it's called, but like the little thing that it stops the cable from coming off track.
Mhm.
We need to go back and tighten that a little bit because
Mhm.
it's a little too loose, and so the cable a couple times comes out, and so that causes it to be a little jerky on the pull.
Mhm.
But I think once we fix that problem, it'll be fine.
Mhm.
Boo said, "Is it just a functional trainer? It's not a rack too." I just don't see that happening, but then that is nice.
Mhm.
So, long story short, if it were a functional trainer and a rack, we probably wouldn't have it. Number one,
Right.
we don't have space for it. Number two, so we don't have space for 2 power racks. I mean, you've been to our house, but
Yeah.
I'm just letting people know. So we don't have space in the gym for 2 power racks. All right.
Mhm.
And so if the rack we had was a functional trainer as well, then that wouldn't work because there are times when Naomi and I both are working out at the same time. And if you have a functional trainer that has a rack on it, what's going to happen is you're going to get in. If somebody's trying to squat, for example, you'll be in each other's way.
Mhm.
We've tried that a few years ago, and that's just not a good idea for people who are, if you're going to have multiple people training at the same time,
Mhm.
even if they're not training the same, unless they're doing the exact same workout and they're the exact same height. So for example, Naomi and I also couldn't squat together because we're not the same height.
Mhm.
All right. If we had a monolift, an actual monolift, then we could squat together because then it's just a matter of raising and lowering the height of the thing, but we don't,
Yeah.
so we can't. But to go back to your thing, so it's just a functional trainer, and so we try to keep stuff like that separate, just
Yeah.
so that we can actually work out at the same time.
Mhm.
And I see your question, Kevin. He said, if I'm asleep, I'll watch on replay. Said you two and Vern are my favorites. Hey, I appreciate
Well,
that.
thank you.
Appreciate that. When is he getting married? October 6th? 2nd?
No, 3rd. The
Somewhere in
2nd
there.
is the rehearsal,
I'm just
and the
getting in the
3rd is the official,
I'll
and
be
then the
there.
4th is
I'll
when
still be.
we're
I'm
on
just
our way
getting in the
there.
car. I'm just getting in the car.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm getting in
You'll
the
be
car on
like
the 1st, and then we'll be there. Yeah.
September 30th is when we're in the car because of the 15-hour drive.
Okay. Okay.
So.
There you go. All right. See, I'll be in the car. I know where I need to be September
And
30th.
Mel, if you're
In the
watching, we'll
car.
see you 15 hours from then.
Yeah. There you go.
So.
So anyway, so that's your answer right there.
Mhm.
Let's see what else. So I already told you. We told you our initial thoughts. Go ahead and you guys keep on throwing your questions about what you want to know about it, and
Mhm.
we'll keep on adding it to it.
Okay.
We're going to be doing the review process over the next few months, and we'll drop the review, and if it probably 30 days, all right, or so, we'll do the review, and then we'll keep on. As I said in another video, the review is not the end, because once we do the
Mhm.
review, we're still going to continue evaluating it, and we'll see if it makes it into the Shopify store.
Oh, before we get to the recliner ridge, you're going to be able to talk about the Cerakote real quick.
Well, first I'm going to go back to the top because we got to do the shout outs. So first of all, we got to shout out Rex. So Rex sent in he got his shirt. So shout out to Rex for ordering his Garage Gym Life shirt. Got it sent in. That was you already heard my recliner raise last week talking about the t-shirt vendor, but I'm glad Rex got his shirt and that he's happy with it. I appreciate your support, man. Shout out to Letha. All right, so Letha has, there you go, the cast iron muscle hooks. Look at that. Boom, boom. All right, I told you. I tried to get Naomi to see the vision.
Letha,
right?
if
Look,
you only
the momentum
knew.
is real. The momentum is real. I have started ending all my text messages to Naomi with a little cast iron muscle hook emoji, because you need to see the vision, Naomi.
If it works, it works. Hey, you know, but I mean, like,
I need you to lean into it. I need you to. I'm issuing a challenge to all of y'all. This is our most popular product, okay? But I need you to make it more popular, because Naomi has said that if we get 1 million sales, she will wear a shirt that has a cast iron muscle wall hook on it. So
it's like, yeah, sure.
I'm saying,
absolutely,
help me strike a blow. Help me strike a blow for husbands everywhere. All right, we got to get a win where we can. I need everybody go ahead and buy just one cast iron muscle hook. All right, that's 200-something thousand of y'all. Everybody just buy at least one. Get the momentum going. That's all I ask. I don't ask for much. I'm asking y'all to just help me out. I just want to win. All right?
So Letha was part of this conversation text, and it was like, when I say so I'm in my office downstairs. John was all the way upstairs, and when I heard not just it wasn't a giggle, it was a horse laugh, like, and I was like, oh my God, here we go. And it's like, boom, 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 boom. He's like, muscle hooks. And that's all he kept saying, muscle hooks. I went to go get something in the kitchen. He was flying into the kitchen, muscle hooks. I'm like,
that's right. That's right.
Like, hey, if you like it, you like it. If you like it, hey, you like it, I love it. It's fine. You know?
There you go. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Look, let's see here. JB said, if you buy one muscle hook, you might as well buy two. Hey, I like where your head is at. You see the vision. You see the vision, JB. We here. There you go. There you go. Justin said 15 hours. I don't like Vern that much. I might get on the Greyhound though. Well, I mean, this is our son's wedding, so yeah. I mean, so we gotta be. We kind of gotta be there for that. Well, I guess technically we don't have to, but nah, we're gonna be there.
We're gonna be there.
And realistically, we've driven 15 hours for. I mean, heck, we drove to the animal cage.
It wasn't 15 hours.
And actually, you and I both did that. The animal cage, turned around and came right back down. It's a 15-hour drive. It's a 15-hour drive all the way. Yup.
Maybe 10.
No, 15. See, here we go. It's a 15-hour drive because we drove up there. We drive up there. All right. So the first time we did it, we drove up, and remember we stopped and took a nap before it opened, and then near the end, because we're only there one day, and we got tired. We didn't know anything about the Arnold, so we got tired, and we went back to the car, took another nap, then went back inside. And I think we got
Columbus,
like some free stuff.
Ohio, closer to us than Brooklyn, New York? Because it doesn't take 15 hours to get to Brooklyn.
Oh my!
When we drove, or DC.
I'm just telling you that it's okay. Oh, now you got me looking. All right, so let's see here.
Sorry to the almost 6,000 of you guys that are now part of this conversation.
Yeah, so Columbus. I'll just go Columbus, Ohio, because I don't remember where's the Columbus Event Center. Columbus, so just to Columbus, Ohio. All right. All right, so it claims it's 8 hours. I promise you it's more than that. I don't care what they say. Oh, you know what? It might have been because of the time of the year, because remember there's ice on the road.
Maybe
every other time because every time we've gone, there's been like we've all, especially when you weren't with us for the convoy to the cage. Well, we had to drive like super slow because there was ice on the highway. But anyway, it was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Arnold Classic. I know it happens that I was actually looking for like what the building was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember the Arnold Classic. So
I would like to go and see it again because it's been quite some time since the last time we went.
Yeah.
And in comparison to the Arnold versus
we can go this coming year.
I
have no desire to return to the Olympia.
I prefer
but the Arnold, I wouldn't mind going.
Now I would go to the Olympia because of Well, there's some, IFBB pros that I've been watching their videos and stuff like that, and their training. So it'd be kind of interesting to see actually if they compete in the bodybuilding, fitness, and wellness divisions. But
I
I could
watched a
catch it
YouTube
on.
video. I watched a YouTube video of them competing. I watched a video of them accepting their award. I'm happy.
Wow.
That was just a miserable event. Uh, the
Vegas,
if
we got
Boo,
tattoos. Oh, I got a tattoo.
you got a tattoo. Also,
Yeah.
it's not in Vegas. I think it's in Florida now.
Oh,
Anyway, whatever.
digress.
Moving along. Shout
Yes.
out to Jack. Thank you, Brian. The Olympia was lame, and he competed in it. He competed at the America's Strongest Masters, which is why we were there.
Right.
The Arnold tickets, well, we don't pay to get in the Arnold because we get there on the media pass. But I remember them being fairly expensive when we were paying for them.
Yeah.
JB said, you guys should come to the Arnold and tour my gym if you got time. I live 20 minutes from it all. Oh, okay. That sounds good.
We will go ahead and mark that down.
Let's put that down. All right.
We will talk about that. Yes,
sounds good
absolutely.
To me. And Carp has arrived. He said, Yep. Now we're official. There we go.
It's official.
Let's see here. Okay, hold up. I knew there was some slander up here. Carlos said, I want to order 2 muscle hooks, but not to help John win. They're really cool, though, Nomi. Gotta get them. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, even when you don't want to like them, you gotta like them. Cast iron muscle. Do I have to play the commercial again?
No, it's good. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Justin Twisty said, my bad. I thought Vern was getting married. Oh, nah.
Oh, no. Vern's very single.
No, Vern has made it very clear that he's still available.
He's still available. In fact, when we bumped into him at Home Gym Con, it was like, first of all, didn't recognize him.
That's like the first thing he said.
He goes, oh, and I'm still single.
By the way, I'm still single, y'all.
Yeah,
like,
okay. Let's go ahead and.
All right.
Yeah. We'll put the word out.
See, we just did it. All right. Vern's our guy, though.
But yeah,
let's see here. There's something else. Hey, what's up, Jason? Man who parks in gym has arrived. I don't know if y'all know this, but trying to get the word out. But MWPIG5 saves 5% at Prime Fitness USA. Just trying to make sure people know that, just trying to make sure people, I don't know if the word's out there. I don't know if people are aware of that. Yes, exactly. We'll make a cast iron muscle hook shirt. But Naomi said she will only wear it if we get 1 million sales. So, all right, the challenge has been laid down. Let's do it. All right, we got to make it happen. All right. So I think we got through everything we're going to get through today. So everything else, I mean, there's only 2 things left. It's the Bells of Steel bar and the Rumble roller. We can just push those till next week. And because now it is time for recliner rage. Oh yeah, we ain't skipping that. Because I've got to get something off my chest. In fact, you stay right there. It's time for the most popular segment, Recliner of Rage. This is where I strike a blow against injustice. And here we go. It's the Recliner of Rage.
It's the Recliner of Rage. Because he's not happy.
Okay, so first of all, today's Recliner of Rage is dedicated to whoever bought every single pair of the Iron Red Lou Xiaojun Power Pro weightlifting shoes. Okay, so I knew there was a plot because I've been looking for weightlifting shoes to wear to wear on the bench press, right? And I remember Carp is the one who originally turned me on to these. He sent me a link. He's like, hey, you might want to try these. I said, oh, that's cool. And they're in the appropriate colors, right? Black and red. Go Dogs. I said, okay, cool. So I go ahead and I go to their website. And what do I see? That's right. Time for the first screen share of the day because I'm going to show you what I saw. I get over there and I see, boom. That's what I'm looking for. Boom. All right.
Well,
boom.
Those are pretty.
Thank you. And then I get down to where you would normally see add to cart. It says, be the first to know when it's available. So now they want my email address. Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. We're going to stop sharing because they were at Home Gym Con. I said, oh, they're going to be at Home Gym Con. I'll just go over there and see what they got. All right. So I think Carp sent me the link in like May. All right. So then get to Home Gym Con. And I swear I did not see them at all until the end of Home Gym Con. and I had just acquired a cart.
Acquired?
Yes, I just acquired a cart, and I swear those dudes were done with it. But I had just acquired a cart, and I'm walking by, so I couldn't like hang out, right? And then I see Lu Xiaozhong, and I'm like, hold up. And they're packing up. They got like the last boxes they're packing up, and they're getting ready to go. I'm like, hold up. I swear I've passed this spot 1,000,000 times over this course this weekend, and I ain't seen them one time. So that tells me that there's a plot, because they wasn't there. They were not there, but they were supposed to be there. That means they had one of those pop-ups, and they were just moving around. They were avoiding me. That's what's going on. They've been avoiding me. Yes, they were avoiding me. I know they were. And first of all, they made sure that the name of their company was something that most people can't say. What they don't know is I had a little bit of Mandarin Chinese in high school, so I was prepared for that. I can say that. But you know how hard it is to buy something when you can't spell it? You can't buy something you can't spell. I don't know if you knew that, but that's a marketing fact, okay? But anyway, but I'm undefeated. So I figured out how to spell it. I figured out how to say it. I looked it up, and now they avoid me in other ways, okay? Because they don't want me to have my shoes for bench press, and they're trying to keep my bench press down. Okay, so then I go to where, what?
Do they have any other colors?
I don't know. I don't care. We're talking about my problems, because we're talking about my problems. I'm the victim here. All right. I can't save the world. I'm trying to just help myself first. First, just like on an airplane. First, save yourself. Okay? Just like on an airplane. Everybody knows that. Anyway, so then I'm like, hold up. I'm in the place where you are, or where you're supposed to be, and you suddenly mysteriously not there, except for when we all trying to get out of there. And then I just see you like, oh, wait, that's them getting in the back of, that's them getting in the truck and leaving. You know why, Naomi?
Why?
Because there's a conspiracy against me.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, it's a conspiracy against me. It won't stand. And to make it worse, Instagram insists on showing me videos from the Lu Xiaozhong Instagram, which I don't follow, by the way, but they still keep on showing it to me, featuring other people just filled with joy, using their weightlifting shoes that they like, doing all kinds of amazing things, cutting grass in their weightlifting shoes, all kind of junk, because they're rubbing in my face that everybody got their shoes they want except me. It's a plot. I'm sorry.
Like
it's a conspiracy. Okay.
You feel better now?
Yes. Thank you for letting me share.
Okay.
Tell everybody, you know what? You don't see the vision. You go ahead. You tell everybody how they can follow you. And then meanwhile, I'm going to drink some water. You
go ahead. You're going to need it because of being in the rafters. But yeah, go ahead and you can check me out on Instagram at Naomi Harris Green.
Ain't nobody checking you out except me.
I thought you were drinking water.
I was. I clicked the wrong button. All right. There we
go. So again, you can check it out at Naomi Harris Greaves on Instagram, or also here at Garage Gym Life Media on YouTube, or on my channel at Naomi Harris Greaves. Oh, you're muted.
I even put the thing right there so that people can see how to follow you on Instagram, because I'm supportive like that. Like, you're supposed to be supportive about the fact that I'm being oppressed with my weightlifting shoes for benching.
I'm listening.
Thank you. I need you to be mad when I'm mad, because we're a team.
Let's not go that far.
Sorry, you can't stay. All right, then. Love you.
Bye.
Shout out to Team Crispy Bacon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, God. Oh, thanks a lot. Hold up. Hang on a second here. Do you see this? Carbon. Yeah, I like the tears too. Yeah, and the dang tears, they out of what I need also. That's how I know it's a conspiracy.
So is it? So okay, is it because
size 11?
So size 11 is, now just out of curiosity, because a size 8 in women's is a very common shoe size. So is size 11 a very common men's size? Apparently. Yeah. You okay there, Mystique? Okay.
Oh, no. Take her outside. I'm not about to have a repeat of what it's
been going on. She grunted. That's all. Before she woofed.
Okay. So. Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go through. All right. So the tears. Yeah, man, I wouldn't have minded the tears. but everywhere I'm looking for my size, and they just I don't get it. Boo said they left the shoes with the stuffed animals. Yeah, they also didn't have the stuffed animals over at the what's it the is it Buffed Animals, I think, booth. That was also a disappointment. The problem isn't the code, it's the fact that they don't have my size, Cart. That's how I know it's a plot against me. It's a straight up plot. That's not what I was thinking, but now you got me laughing. Carp said, I sound like the scene in Coming to America where he said he helped Gilligan from the island. I wasn't even thinking about that. That's hilarious. I love it. No, I am not putting that word that's in front of bacon. I'm not putting that on screen. Sorry. You got to take our daughter to school. You don't have time to be in the live chat. Said the mic didn't want to hear him say conspiracy again. Oh, so you got 11s also. Okay, thanks a lot, Cart. Anyway, I gotta move along. I got things to do. I can't. All right. So shout out to the Central Time Zone. Thank you guys for getting up way too early with Garage Gym Life. Please do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button. Especially if this is your first time checking out the show. We have a good time here, as you guys can see. And I don't want you guys to miss out on a single one of our guests. Every week we interview the people who make this home gym industry, community, lifestyle possible. And that includes my next guest. So we met Jamie through our good friend, Ashley Romiak, aka 332. She connected us through Instagram, and as a result, we arranged to check out his product during Home Gym Con. And once I saw a few videos of the product that Jamie sent me ahead of time, I knew I could do the video, but I was like, the video will be better if my brother does it, because I used to train kids in our garage. He's still doing that. He's training kids in his backyard. And I just knew he was the perfect person to do the booth tour. So that video is now up on the channel. In fact, I'll put the link to it in the description for this video, so you guys can check it out when the live stream is over. But we received several questions from you guys about the product, the OMNI Fit platform. And I tried to answer as many of them as I could during last Monday's mailbag episode. But some of the stuff you guys were asking, I was like trying to relay them because Jamie was like posting them in the comments, and then I also have him on WhatsApp. And I said, you know what? The best thing to do is to just have Jamie come on the show. And while it was very short notice, I love the fact that he was willing to do it. So I appreciate him being here. Everybody give a warm welcome to him. Jamie Cameron, the founder of Corestrength1 and the developer of the OMNI Fit platform. Jamie, thank you for getting up way too early with Garage Gym Life.
How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Man, thanks for coming and on short notice, because this is I wouldn't say it's the shortest window of time, because I have had somebody fill in for a guest who ended up having to cancel, and it was like 2 days notice. But this is the first time I've asked somebody like on the internet, hey, it kind of put you on the spot. Hey, Jamie, can you kind of drop everything you're doing and just come on my live stream? You're like, yeah, sure, let's do it. I said, all right.
Well, I was so enthused by the reaction and the questions coming in. So, and I love the work you're doing. And Brian is a great guy. I can't wait to work with him and get him set up.
Oh, yeah. So people I saw you laughing at me in the backstage when I was talking about the conspiracy. And now we still have people making comments like Carlos talking about, she's your queen.
No, it's great. It's great.
All right. So my brother said good morning. He actually asked me.
Yeah, good morning, Brian.
He actually asked me if I had spoken to you. So I'm supposed to pass along his contact information to you. So I will do that after the show is over. I promise.
Well,
I
perfect.
had an insane week. Starting last weekend. I don't know if you heard it, but yeah, we had grandkids over. We were dog sitting for 2 extra small dogs, as well as our Cane Corso.
Oh, nice.
Plus just the normal parental stuff that you got to do. And then we also had like 4 product videos to do and assemble a product. It was a lot. So, yeah.
You'll be happy to know
made it
that
through.
the product's on the way. It should be here in about 3 weeks.
So that actually leads to some of the questions that people were asking. So, but before we get into that, I want to, because I think that it's important for people to understand why something was created.
Yes.
Because sometimes if you understand the why, you understand the thought process, that answers some of the questions you would have had, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you told us at Home Gym Con you've been in 2, I mean, they were almost back to back. They were a few months apart, motor vehicle accidents. One time you got hit by, the first time you got hit by a bus, and then the other time you got rear-ended, you said.
Yes.
And you didn't give up, which says a lot about your personality and your character, because you had just lost 165 pounds, I think you said.
That's right, yeah.
When you got hit by the bus. So a lot of trainers like to talk about bulletproofing your body, but I've never heard anybody put, how to protect yourself from getting hit by a bus in the variables.
There's no preparation for it.
Yeah. So what did you learn about training through the rehab process? Just training in general.
It actually took a whole new level of discipline and determination.
Okay.
Because I was in constant pain. I went through 3 years of treatment of rhizotomy, where they were burning my nerves, and epidurals every month, just so I could try to get through. And I had vertigo. I had spinal issues. So I finally called it a day and got some prototypes made and started training with the trainers that had helped me lose the weight. So I had their support, but the mental fortitude it took just to get past the pain and the mental anguish of everything else I lost in my life because of the accidents. So, but it made me better, made me stronger. It brought me closer to the industry. It made some great friendships, have some great, friends still from those days that helped bring me through it. So
a lot of times, so there's like all these different ways to train, but as you said, you got kind of put in a situation where most of the things that you were used to being able to do, you couldn't do anymore.
No.
So how did that help you kind of like distill down into like, okay, this is what's essential in terms of getting back to being healthy?
I started with basic supported step ups. I was using big bands to wrap around me to do squats. I did everything, used the equipment as the anchor against my body weight to start to learn motion and movement again. And then started developing it slowly. It's funny. My second accident, I was hit by a personal trainer.
Yikes.
At 10:30 in the morning. And
were you like late on your payments, or what was going on here?
I was in my car, man, and she blew 2.8 at 10:30 in the morning. She was on the way to the gym to train people. And something clicked in me and said, everyone still needs help.
Yikes. That's great.
So that was a funny note on it to my life coming into fitness. It really helped propel my movement.
So my brother said you are a tank. Just keep on going.
Yeah. Thank you.
What are your personal goals now as far as training, and how do your workouts affect your products, especially how you design them?
I keep seeing people innovate on my product. So I try to add in as many different items to my workouts to cross collab to help develop my workouts, my training, to help better myself. So, I've always been that way with my product. I know my product does what it does, but it comes to life when you start adding everything else, like we have the anchor, we have exponent edge. I saw Ashley add a board on top of the rack to do her medicine ball throws against the wall.
Yeah.
So it just keeps me going. And
So let's talk about the OmniFit platform.
Yes.
And in fact, I'll go ahead and I'll pull up our video. Well, you know what? Actually, I'll go to Instagram. Go to your Instagram, and everybody make sure you guys are following Jamie on Instagram. You're gonna follow him at Corestrength1 Fitness on Instagram. So I'll go ahead and I'll go to your Instagram, and that way people can kind of see what we're talking about as we're talking through it, because some of the videos that people see aren't, it'll make more sense if they see it. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and share this right now. Share my screen. All right, so this is Mike from Hybrid Resistance using it right there, right?
Mike and Tanya.
Yeah, I love that. So for those who don't know, Mike is actually a kinesiology professor. So I found it hilarious when people were saying, that we're casting like doubt on the product. And I'm like, well, it seems like all the people who are actually professionals in the space think this is a fantastic product, right? It's only the people who just kind of like work out like by themselves or who are like dabbling who are who have doubts about it. Because the first thing people say is, oh, well, it's a picnic table.
So you know what? I've had that since
did that inspire the design though?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
But I used it to motivate me. At first it used to get to me, and I used to like to have a chip on my shoulder, and then I started understanding that more trainers started telling me how they use picnic tables in the park and how they tie into it and have battle ropes and do stuff. And
dude, I'm telling you,
it was really the whole design. It was the whole regressiveness of my training and rehab.
Okay.
But on a side note of the product's been around for 10 years, and it's used by UFC fighters, the Army, SWAT, South Carolina's.
That is interesting. What's that with the water?
Yeah, he's got a water tire on it, and you can see it's mobile, so you can use it as a push-pull cart.
Yeah.
So its diversity doesn't stop. It's only as short as your imagination, but. Our goal is to have newcomers on it, fitness enthusiasts.
That's Dan from Live Connectly. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he's been using the equipment for years. Gunnar Peterson's another big advocate of the product.
Okay.
And he's got it outside. Dan's got it outside. Ashley's got it outside. Another guy, Pat McNamara from. He's on Instagram, Team Max Sync. You'll see him out in the hail and the rain using it. So he's had it outside for 3 years and never had an issue. So actually innovated on the product. I love it.
Oh yeah. Let me go ahead. So we have a couple comments. Let's go ahead and pull them up here. I knew this was going to happen, and this is one reason why I love doing the live format, because you can get instant reactions from people. So Tyler Arnold, this is your first time on the show, I believe. Appreciate you joining us. He said, I love this freaking product. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see here. Look like you got a new follower on the gram. Okay. So there you go. And my brother said I used picnic tables. It was a blast from the past. Yeah, I mean, and then I told you as well that so when I was training we've trained probably like 50 kids, not all at once, but in total in our garage when our kids were growing up. And I just, to keep it simple, I use Zach Evanish's Underground Beast Strength program. Shout out to Zach. Anyway, he has a part of the training cycle where you go to the park and you lift the picnic table, right? I wish I had your OmniFit platform then. Not because picnic tables don't work, but because then I wouldn't have to drive to the park.
That's right.
Which is like the thing I was trying to like get people to understand when we were talking about this on Monday, is like you have to think about somebody who's a trainer, who's like training people out of their home gym, like their job is there. So like Letha, for example, is a personal trainer, and she coaches women from her home. If you're doing boot camp training or anything like that, a lot of times you can't do it from your backyard because you don't have enough stuff. So you have to go to a park or something so you have enough room, you have stuff there. But now you got to lug equipment with you. You got to make sure there's bathroom facilities. Our guy Trevor said you got to make sure that in some parks you got to reserve the space.
That's right. Yeah. You need permits in some places.
Yeah, so it just seems like solves a lot of logistical problems, not to mention fuel costs, because that adds up.
Well, the
What
other
do you
part is the equipment is mobile, so you can take
Yeah,
it from your garage to put it to your backyard. But
yeah,
I'd like to touch on the home aspect of it because
yeah.
we work with so many areas of fitness, from kids right up to seniors to handicapped to fighters to. I want this to be integrated into the family. So, your
Right.
son can be working out on it with you. You can be working out it with Naomi. You both have your own side. You can both do your
Yeah,
own level of workout.
sure.
Your son can have his friends over and do his football practice, his weights, his
Oh
everything
well, our
else.
kids are grown. Hold on, no, me trying to put them back in
Oh,
the
well.
house. No, we got
Okay, well.
grandkids. We're done.
Okay, well.
Try to put those back. They're in their 20s. So
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
But no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
They all can work out on it, and they can
Yeah.
do it together. You can have some family time and do some works and some
Yeah.
challenges, and
Yeah.
each design your own program and start to teach them, like especially young kids, teaching them some cognitive skills and some movements and stuff. So I know Morgan, who's in North Carolina, we just got him up set up. 2 days later, he tied some ropes on it, and he had his kid doing some hanging from the ropes and pull-ups and teaching them all sorts of moves. So I just like the whole family component of it. And, at Home Gym two of our biggest comments were, this is the most innovative piece here.
Yeah.
And this is what a true home fitness equipment is,
Yeah.
So.
I think that the people who are saying that it's not home gym friendly are thinking about it like inside.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but you're leaving out the fact that this is perfect for a backyard, or I guess technically a front yard, right? You can put it in. Obviously, you can have it inside, but I'm picturing it as like an outdoor piece of equipment.
Yeah.
You could also, like in our situation, we've got a playground out there, so our grandkids use and stuff like that. But we could very easily have this out there next to that, and you be training and use it. You mentioned our kids, so they were on the wrestling team. So like we could have had groups of wrestlers over here just using that, because there's so many different things you can do on it.
They can harness and put on power cards, do all their shooting, all their moves, all their.
Oh yeah. Ashley said, I want to host a group workout at the farm on my OMNI. Yeah, and I think that that's another thing too. People assume. So we used to have this issue with the height of power racks, because they would assume that, okay, so it's for your home, so it needs to be like 84 inches tall. And I'm like, well, you realize that home gyms are in different regions of the United States, and some of us have like more headspace in our garages, right? And I think what happens now is people think home gym, and they forget that somebody could have a home gym like Ashley have a farm, and you have a gym right there. Or even our buddy Rory Ellis. Rory has a separate building on his property. It's not like too far from, it's like maybe 50 feet from the house, right? But it's still a separate building, and he's got plenty of room in between the buildings to put something like this, right?
Oh, nice.
He's got a young daughter as well. So I just think is like people don't think about all the applications. I could show so many videos of people who I know, though, who are home-based trainers, like Anna Woods, our friend Anna Woods, who lives in Kansas. She trains people out of her barn. Groups of high school and middle school athletes out of her barn. This sort of thing could be a game changer for her.
Absolutely. And you know what? Doing one group a day for 6 weeks, the equipment's paid for.
Yeah. Like people aren't thinking about that. And so there was a scenario I thought about, right? So my brother, who does what we're talking about now, he does that, right? He said the added power rack is great too, right?
Yes.
Quantum Trainer said this is going to transform outdoor and indoor training. Multiple users. It's always there, set up.
Well, Glenn is a partner now with me, so we've partnered up. And
Quantum Trainers, okay.
Yeah. Also for the slider, the hybrid slider with Mike.
I'm telling you, you can do so many things just because, like you said, it's always there, set up and ready. So in the scenario we were talking about earlier, where I said, the person I was thinking about is Rachel Flanagan, right? She's in one of the Carolinas, I think North Carolina. So anyway, so she'd have to like go to the park, do her boot camp there, then drive back home to see her next client. Well, let's say, I forgot how far the park is from her house, but let's say it's 20 minutes. That's a 40-minute window where she can't train anybody. She also can't, so she has to eat in the car. God forbid there's a traffic jam. So now just by having something like the OmniFit platform at your home, you might be able to add an additional 2 clients in the day without really changing your schedule up. And like you said, now that adds to your revenue and it pays for itself just like that.
One of the great things too about your brother's just mentioning about the rack. The racks are now going to be stainless steel.
Oh, sweet. So, in fact, let's pull it up here so people can see the rack because you've got a nice video of it on your Instagram. So this is the rack right there.
Yes.
All right. You said it's going to be stainless steel now.
It's stainless steel. So there's 2 trays for adjustable dumbbells. There's a pull-up dip handles. There's weight horns that come with it. The safety bars.
Yeah. I didn't even notice the pull-up handles at the top of the uprights.
Yeah. So
you could also attach bands to those too.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we have the Pentagon bar, which is all for your powerlifting and.
Nice. Let's talk about the durability because you mentioned the stainless steel, and you said that you've got people who've had it. I'm trying to find a video of there we go. I knew I could find it. Oh no, I thought there was one there where it's like showing it like out in like some of the.
That's the next one should be outside.
Yeah, I was looking for something where it was like out in the elements a little bit, but yeah, sure, okay. So obviously this is lift kinetically, but I'm saying like people who are asking like, well, how does this hold up if rain and snow? So talk about that a little bit.
So we use a very high grade gloss powder coat. So we've had 0 rust issues with it. We've always used the right hardware, whether it's stainless or not. So there's no rusting there. The vinyl is good to -42. It's waterproofed. So there's no issues to come about. There's no maintenance on the product.
Okay.
But if you go to Pat McNamara's TMAC, TMACSINC, you'll see him using it out in all the elements. Rain, and there he is there.
Yeah, we use yeah.
So he's just a whole different level of training, and so he's waiting.
Former is he
special ops?
Special ops. Okay, I knew he was. Okay, yeah.
So he's just waiting on his next unit.
Okay,
as well. So yeah, he's been a great support, and
this is at his house, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's been outside for 3 years.
Let's see. Let's just go right there. All right. So, yeah, we see a ton of videos there of him using it. Okay, so there's another one. Yeah. So I knew there was some. So this is him in the rain. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So.
Perfect.
Plus, you know what? We stand with a 5-year warranty. So.
Okay.
No one has anything. I think we've only replaced 3 pads that I can remember.
Nice.
Which pads usually get replaced on a regular basis.
Right.
So
I think one of the and this is actually a fairly easy problem to solve because some of the first rigs that were outside, you had issues with the water getting it because it goes inside the hole.
Yes.
Because you obviously have to have different holes to be able to put your attachments on there. So it gets inside the hole and you have rusting on the inside where the powder coat may not be.
Okay.
But all you have to do is just put a drain hole and then that problem is solved. Because you just don't want the water to just collect.
That's right.
Yeah. So you guys have drain holes in it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Tyler Arnold says, I need one to help me get in shape. Hey, I know a guy who can get you one.
Yeah.
All right. So let's I mentioned to you, and we don't have to spend a ton of time on this one, but I mentioned you that swing sets seem to be a natural collaboration opportunity. I understand this may not be the right time for that to happen, but you did do some collaborations with Exponent Edge. Shout out to Jay, our guy Jay Benoit. And then at Home Gym Con, you had an anchor unit installed. Were those like formal collaborations, like the one you have with the Quantum Trainer?
We're doing stuff with Anchor. We did a bunch of stuff with them leading up to the to Home Gym Con.
Okay.
We did some weekly posts of using the product. We've got some more filming. So some of their people and some of my people all have come together to do filming.
Okay.
So we're continually trying to grow the relationship.
Okay.
But I love their product. I love the company, and it fits perfectly on our product. Jay's always coming up with great tools.
Yeah.
Whether it's just a landmine jack, whether it's it's infinity bench, whatever it is, it all integrates with our product. So I just think there's the synergy between all of us just helps us all grow and gets more exposure. And
100%. In fact, there's I was looking for the video with Jay right there, one of the videos, and there's one right there with him using it. He's got the landmine jack.
Yes.
Right there.
Yeah, we did a whole bunch of filming that day.
Okay.
And his wife was into physio as well, and she was just blown away by the product.
Yeah. She's a physical therapist. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me this, man, because we did see there's a comment here. It's powder coating should make it waterproof.
Yes.
Where you said that it's going to be coming in pretty soon. Where do you guys manufacture it?
Right now it's in China.
Okay, so you have to wait till they come, basically clears customs and all that other kind of stuff. How
It's
do you
gonna be a
handle
warehouse in New Jersey? And
how do you handle like the QCR? Do you like the QC? Do you like go there periodically to the factory, or do you have somebody on the ground?
Well, we had meetings here initially and went through all the equipment, and then we sent them a unit, and then we're doing it all. But I'm working with, like I said, with Glenn from Quantum, so we're also going to be working with his manufacturing fabricator as well. Okay. My goal is also to I'm in talks with some people here back in the States, because I'd really love to have it back here. But right now this is where it is, and
sure.
This is just a great time delay, and you don't get as hands on as you'd like to.
I mean, I think that's the biggest drawback is, I don't have a major objection to stuff being made in China. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't have my phone, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I think that the biggest things for me is I want the people who are making a product to make enough from it, like to be able to make enough of a wage so that they care about making the product so that it's safe to use. Well, I mean, obviously I want them to be able to support their families too, but I'm saying I don't want somebody to be like, it doesn't matter, we're just throwing it together, whatever, right? Like you can see the amount of care that somebody who works at McDonald's put in towards preparing food versus somebody who works at a high-end restaurant, right? Because
that's right,
you get what you pay for. But I think from the manufacturer end, it just presents a challenge because you have to kind of trust that batch 100 it's going to be the same quality as batch 5.
That's right.
Yeah. Talk a little. Go ahead.
Yeah, we went through that. It's true. They might change the hardware at the last minute, or they might do things.
Oh, for real? So how did you tell me about that story? Like, how did that work out?
Well, we assembled it, but it was a whole different set of tools. But
was it like metric instead of SAE
or
what? Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, but we didn't have any of the tools, so
that's rough.
But it's still assembled. It's still strong. The workmanship's there, but you're like you said, you don't know at the last minute. If they change something up, you're getting what you have.
Okay. Home Gym Harry, what's up, Harry? He said that would be great for my backyard. I wonder if I could add a slide to it for my daughter. So that's another good question right there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
See, the thing about the OMNI is it was always designed and patented to be like a Lego system. So coming down the line, we're going to have pegboards on the side. We're going to have a heavy bag on the side. We could have a slide on it. We could have a rope pull on it. Whatever you want, we can snap onto it and snap on the frame. It's all pre-drilled to attach, and that way the equipment's going to continue to evolve, and someone's workout can continue to evolve, because we're always open to ideas too, and love to hear everyone's feedback and what they might like on it. Just like now, can we add a slide? I got to tell you, we've been at police games, and kids just love the equipment. The climbing up, climbing down, playing around on it. So that would go into the swing sesh mode, you know.
Well, I mean, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but when you approach them, did they see it like maybe like as a competitor product?
Yes.
Or
yeah. Because
okay.
everyone kept coming to me and saying, "Man, this would go so perfect with that. What Swing Sesh is missing is what your equipment offers." So I went over and I had a meeting, and he's like, "Wow, you guys are our competitors," and I'm going, well, you know, I see what you're saying, but we're really more of a synergy that we add to a different component to what you're doing. So
I guess maybe because the OmniFit platform has a not power rack, but it's got uprights on it.
Yeah.
Right. So I can see that. But if you just look at the base platform, let me see if I can pull this up right here. Without the other, just the basic. Yeah, that right there. Give me just a second. I'll pull it up. If you just show up with this, that doesn't look like it's competing with them at all.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? Like just that right there. The original.
But we could put overhead racks on it on the sides. We could put calisthenic bars on. We could snap it on. We'd be a much smaller footprint, and that does everything.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it like, oh, well, you could take this and attach it to and integrate it into their system.
Yes.
That's see some anchor units right there. Integrate it into their system. And so now the uprights are provided by the Swing Sesh system. And then this is kind of like off to the side.
Yeah.
So I can see somebody buying both systems. Because then you wouldn't necessarily need the uprights from the Omni rack if you had a Swing Sesh.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just me thinking it through. And this is it over at. Oh, that's food. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's it over at the.
They sent me off to the best steak tips in Massachusetts.
Oh, nice. Okay, I might need to actually. They keep telling me to go visit, and I might actually need to take them up on this if that's what's going on over there. Let's see,
You'll
that's
have a
another
great
one.
time. They're super guys, man.
Okay, so talk about, because some people may not have seen the video. Talk about just like some of the stations, because you mentioned that you can like run Tabata, you can do all kinds of different things.
So it's built for 8 people, up to 8 people at one time.
Okay.
There's 26 anchor points for bands, for tubes, inertia waves, battle ropes. That was at the end of Los Angeles Marathon. Everybody was using it at the end of it to stretch out and to warm up after the run.
Okay.
So 3 people on each side, people at the ends. And then you just go at your own level, of wherever you are. So,
that's a good one, right?
The use of bands, people can be up close if they're just starting, or they step back a couple of steps to get more tension.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that right there, where she's doing like the hamstring curls.
Yeah, you can be up on top and do abs. You can do all your medicine ball work if you're working with a partner.
Okay. Nice.
And again, all the progression, all the bars slide out from underneath the steps. So you get a different feel for the hand grip to the hand full open hand. Okay.
Do you and then of course, like you showed in the video, you can pick it up and use it as a kind of like a wheelbarrow to do like
a wheelbarrow. You can do deadlifts with it. You can do bent over rows with it.
Okay.
The new OMNI is 275 pounds. So
that's a good one.
It's heavy enough. And for those, you can add sandbags to it. You can add different if you need more weight.
Yeah.
But 275 is a good weight.
Okay. So I think this shows like a good view of like what you can do with like a group setting. Yeah. How you could just like literally you could rotate. You could have people waiting their turn, and then you rotate.
This was at a university in Toronto.
In Toronto, okay. How many places is this? I know you mentioned a lot of different groups who use it, but how many places have you had it, like in terms of
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of places, from schools to universities, community centers, the VA, Air Force bases, and it's all over.
Is it all North America? Is it outside?
All over Canada. It's from California down to the East Coast. It's
okay.
It's all over.
There's
Jay now.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah, we're in everything. That was a CrossFit place in North Carolina.
Okay. So when I was asking you that is because it's funny because sometimes stuff is manufactured in China, but then it's not available like in more than one place. So like for example, India is notorious for being difficult to get foreign products into because of how they have a lot of import duties. Are you able to sell this internationally as well?
Yes, we're actually in talk with a major gym chain in Latin America.
Okay,
have over 2,000 gyms.
Because I'm asking you that because we have an international audience. So I'm like,
oh, beautiful, yeah.
So we have people who watch from England. We have people who watch from Brazil. We got a guy, Kevin. He watches from Japan. So I'm just like, where would this be available if one of them saw it and say, oh, I'd really like to go to, and in fact, let me go ahead and do the right thing and put your website up, which I should have done in the beginning. So you guys can check it out at shop.corestrength1.com. Yeah, so if they go there, they be able to get it internationally?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. Same website?
See, we used to manufacture in North America. We used to manufacture in Canada.
Okay.
And then we had set up things to manufacture in the US before everything shut down in 2020.
Okay.
So, yeah. And we just then pricing went so high here.
Right. So, like my guy, Matt, he's in the UK. All right. So if he wanted to get one, would he be able to get it?
We would ship it.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. All right. Let's see here now. That's to say you could cork the holes and water won't get in. So that wouldn't work as far as corking the holes, because the holes I'm talking about are the holes that are in the uprights. So you have multiple holes in the. I mean, I don't know how many holes there are, but for example, in my power rack, the holes go all the way up to like I want to say 30. Because those are all places where you could put like your spotter arms and things like that, your safety bars. And those
we have holes on both sides and
both so you got holes on all three, all four sides and everything. So there's no way to cork.
That's why we're going stainless on the rack.
Yeah. They said China is good if you can avoid the tariffs. Yeah. And then my brother said he bought a $60 to $70 canopy and he just covered his equipment in the yard.
Okay.
We actually have a picture somewhere of his yard where he was sweeping the ice off of his squat platform, so he could squat. Yeah.
And he's down in Tennessee, right?
Yeah. But we get the occasional blizzard every few years or so down here. So yeah. He said he's got some ideas. I'll tell you later. The two of y'all can just brainstorm to your heart's content. I
can't wait, yeah. I like the fact that you guys invited some people to his place when he gets the unit.
Oh yeah, I told him. He said there's too many holes to cork. Yeah, I was trying to say. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea, but it's not going to work. So he said he said he's about to be at another college because there's a martial arts team that's asking him to do their strength and conditioning. So yeah, so like I said, there's going to be a ton of applications for it.
On that note, Brian, Ricky Lundell, if you look him up, he just finished training Ronda Rousey, but he's been using the equipment for probably 7 years.
Okay.
Training martial arts, wrestlers, jiu-jitsu.
Like I said, it's funny because the people who are professionals who make their living doing this are all fans of it.
All fans.
And you got to like remember that sometimes when you see so I'll just use a different example, right? So I don't know if you know who Jen Thompson is, right?
No.
So Jen Thompson is I think she's been like a 10-time world record holder. She's in her 50s now, and she's still bench pressing like 325 at maybe 165 pounds, right? Okay. The point is, she'll post a video talking about something about the bench press, and some dude who like used to bench 225 in high school, and he's like in his 40s now. He says, "Yeah, be careful when you do that, because I remember one time when." It's like Jen's not interested in your opinions, right? And I think it's a sort of a similar thing with your product. It's like the people who do this professionally see the vision, they see like the potential for it. Do you have to like remind yourself a little bit of that fact whenever you get like some comment from somebody
You
that's
know what?
negative?
People, if I get negative or anything, once someone puts their hands on it or gets it, 9 out of 10 times the gauge changes, because then they understand and then they get it. But when they're looking at it, it looks so static and so like, so what? It's got steps in a platform.
Yeah.
They don't think like there's 8 stations on it and you can design to your heart's end and train what, like it's a full body system now. There's nothing on it. Whatever you want to do, stretch, mobility, agility, body weight, resistance, weight training, power training, whatever you want to do, plyometrics, cardio, boot camp, circuit. Like, tell me another piece of equipment you can do that with.
What do you guys do with the resistance bands? Do those stay on there outside the whole time, or do you take those inside?
We're looking to build a tray underneath. But
for storage.
Most of mine, if the sun gets on the bands, loosen the rubber. I usually try to use covered bands now.
Yeah.
And that's always, they last a lot longer and there's no snap, no break. So we've done lots of research on bands. T-Mac has some great bands too, heavy duty bands as well. So yeah, but most of this stuff will stay outside.
Okay. That was like the only wrinkle, because I know my buddy Jack Canberra, he's got an outdoor gym in Hawaii. He trains a lot of kids. He's actually got like 100% graduation rate. He's got people he's trained who are in the NFL now.
Oh wow!
And yeah, he's got it's called 50 Barbell. You look that up on Instagram. He's a phenomenal dude. In fact, I'll connect you with him if you want. He's a phenomenal dude. But his wife is also a world record holder in powerlifting, and she's a weightlifter as well. She competes in Olympic lifting. But the point I'm making is, so he said that the thing they have to do with their resistance bands is they have to put them in baby powder to keep them from, like you said, drying out. Because you do not want a band to snap on you, because it's always going to snap at the wrong time when you're doing the wrong exercise.
That's right.
They change your life immediately, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the entrepreneur journey. So you've had the product for 10 years, and it's starting to get some serious traction, I believe. Look ahead for me 5 years. So that'll be at the 15-year mark of you in this product.
Yeah.
Complete this sentence. Corestrength1 will be a successful brand because
we're constantly working towards the needs and wants of those involved in fitness, whether they're newcomers, whether they're just getting re-engaged, or the fitness enthusiast. We're always open to everybody's input, insights, and development of the product. So we like to keep it as a community. I got to say I'm blessed, because the team of people around me are like some of the biggest CEOs in the industry, some of the guys running, from eGym down. Some of the biggest fitness companies are there supporting me. And for
did you say eGym?
eGym, one of their.
Okay, yeah. That's a big deal.
The ex-CEO of Life Fitness was my main consultant for 7 years.
Okay.
And he's still now my best friend, mentor. He connected me to the entire industry. So some of the biggest OEM companies all know me, are all sitting waiting for me when I'm ready. We get lots of questions for distribution and stuff, and we're just now looking at that aspect of it. But prior to COVID, we were going global. We were like going to be launching out of Germany, out of Australia.
Yeah,
we were going so strong, and then COVID shut us down, and we were only commercial back then, so couldn't pivot quick enough. So I didn't sell a piece of equipment for 3 years, and I went to Brazil for 2 years, and then everyone started calling again and said, "Are you going to be back doing this? Are you,
Nice.
We've got some people want the product." So I came back and came to Maryland from Brazil, and I've been here now for the last couple of years, and just got everything re-going. But our end goal is just to make people's lives healthier and better, and the money will come if you're doing all the right things. And
do you still have? So you're selling in Brazil right now? Or were you just
we're actually in talks with the biggest gym chain out of Brazil that's all through Latin America, Mexico, Philippines, Colombia, Argentina, Venezuela. Paraguay.
Do you speak Portuguese?
When I'm there.
Well, the reason I'm asking that is because my guy Daniel from Foster Fitness and Reviews, he's from Brazil. He was actually at Home Gym Con. And so again, I wish I'd have known because I would have connected the two of you guys. He's actually running HFA in Brazil right now. He's got a booth at HFA in Brazil.
It's big. There's the big fitness expo right now. Yeah,
he's doing it right now. So he's actually so not only is he a YouTube content creator, he also is I guess like a local distributor.
Okay.
So I'm like, let me go ahead and connect you guys because
that'd be great. He'll know who I'm talking to down there. There's like one main player and
sweet. All right. Are you going to be taking this to HFA this year?
Probably. I would think so. I know we're going to OSA.
Well, not this year, but yeah.
And I love Home Gym Con because it was really taught me a lot and reconnected me with my end goal, which is the family and getting the house healthy and getting everyone into fitness and and family time. So I know where it's going commercially, but now we're just working on the home aspect and bringing that together.
Yeah, we'll be at HFL. We've been going we've gone every year for the last couple of years. We really like going there because it kind of gives you a different perspective. That's actually where I first encountered eGym and some of these other brands. So we'll see you at HFA. Technically it's next year.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you wish people knew? Hey, what's up, Mike? Mike from Hybrid Resistance.
Hey.
Jamie is a legend. What's up, my man?
Hey, Mike is so good, man.
By. What's up, man? You got everybody make sure that they are subscribed to Mike's channel, Hybrid Resistance, and then he's got another YouTube channel. Mike, do me a favor and put your other YouTube channel, the one that the newer one, put that in the link to that in the live chat as well, so people can check it out when the stream is over, because he's putting out some really, really good content.
Yeah, he's great guy.
I'm offended about how much bigger his arms are than mine, but I'm trying to get over it.
I watched him work out all day long at Home Gym Con.
Oh God, yeah. I was just like, stop it. Just stop it.
Right. And it was crazy.
All right. So it says hold on. He says at Simple Man Strength. Yes. All right. So everybody go check out at Simple Man Strength on YouTube. Definitely that he's got some awesome content on there. Jake says, Jamie, hey, look at that. See that? You see what those are? Naomi, if you're watching, you see these are cast iron muscle hooks. Oh boy. Said glad Mike changed the symbol on his hybrid resistance symbol. Okay. You know what? I think I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, I got you. So Jamie, what do you wish people knew about your products that nobody ever thinks to ask?
Well, that's the one question I've been stumped on.
Because here's the thing, right? So and this one was a challenge because I normally have more time.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm doing an interview, I'll go deep dive. I'll try to at the bare minimum, I try to watch interviews that the person has done before, because I don't want to just ask them stuff they've answered before.
Yeah.
Instead, I'd rather say, okay, well, you did the interview here. You said this in this interview. So based on what you said there, what do you think about this? Right. Yeah. Now it makes it a more interesting conversation.
I think,
but in this case,
touched on it in the beginning, my story and the evolution of the product, because that takes you from A to Z, and that would help open everyone up to what this product actually does.
That makes sense. That's 100% true. I think when you if you don't know, if you just encounter the product and you don't know if you don't know what the problem is that it's supposed to be solving, then you immediately start looking at it well, how does this apply to my situation? Right.
That's right.
And if you can't immediately see the vision, you don't immediately see the problem it solves, and you're like, oh, well, what's the point of this? And then you dismiss it.
Some of the creative behind the whole design was, when I was at the gym doing my my whole weight loss journey and transformation, I used to get frustrated every day. walking up and down the gym, trying to find a bench, trying to find a plyo box, trying to find a Smith machine to do one exercise, standing in line. Half the time we were waiting around trying to do an exercise. And I kept saying to the trainers, I said, why is there not one piece of equipment that does this, 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 and this? Then you don't need all this. He goes, there's nothing like that. And I said, you're talking to commercial gym. They want all of this. And I went, it makes no sense. I said, so then we started.
I can answer that.
Yeah, right. They love the circuit thing. That one piece of equipment does one exercise, and you have to line up and wait. So that was part of my frustration. Is like, man, I'm losing half my time waiting to try and get something to do my exercise and workout. So I wanted to combine everything into it. So we don't need 10 pieces of equipment or 6 pieces of equipment. I understand it's not everyone's mindset, but now with the rack, it adds a whole other dimension for all your weight training, your squats, your deadlifts, your presses, put a bench in front of it, do your chest, I do all my incline stuff off my bench. I sit on the step. I have my barbell. I have dumbbells. I just sit on the bench and use the steps and it's a perfect angle, so.
Yeah, I mean, my first job was in a public gym. And I remember we had the goal was you set up all your the equipment, because we would have to rearrange stuff anytime anything new came in. And the idea was you were trying to funnel people in and out, so that they actually didn't. The idea is so that they don't congregate at one spot, right? So you see that people congregate like around the power rack or around the bench press, because you want people to use this leg extension, move on to the leg curl, move on to the leg press or whatever. And then you notice that when they're finished, when you get to the end of whatever you're working out, you're like, oh, I'm facing the door. You don't even realize this because it funnels you to get you. We're trying to get you in and out, because that lunch rush is murderous, right? But then during certain times of the day, like you said, you're waiting for equipment. So you're just standing there, and then you get one person who's maybe doing a circuit like you. And so it's like they're almost like they're hogging 5 different pieces of equipment all across the gym. And now it just drives people crazy. So you constantly got people like, hey, are you still using that? Are you done with that? Can I move this?
How many more sets do you got?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, my brother says some equipment takes vision to understand all the possibilities, and that's 100% true. So Naomi was watching. She saw the muscle arm wall hooks. I told you got to see the vision, Naomi. She doesn't see the vision, man, but she gonna see the vision. All right, so you're running a promotion right now, and I want to touch on the shipping before we let you go, because people don't necessarily know with the price of the product. So right now it's $29.95.
$29.95.
In fact,
and that includes the Corestrength1 unit, 4 landmines, the stainless steel rack, the pull-up handles, the safety bars, the adjustable dumbbell trays, and the kick feet to support. And for this promotion, we're going to, if you use Garage Gym Life, you're going to get free shipping.
Oh shoot! I did not know he was going to do that. So I appreciate you doing it.
Yeah,
I did not know he was going to do that. Okay, nice. There you go. But only if you watch live. I'm just kidding. Anybody can use it. Go ahead, share that with people. And, if anybody in fact, please share this episode with people so that they can see this. Especially if you know somebody who is a trainer who trains people in their homes or is interested in starting to train people in their home. Go ahead and share this information with them, because literally, like you said, with either 6 clients over the course of a month, it's paid for, right?
Paid for.
This can literally open up so many things for people, and I'm happy for everybody to use that code, that discount code.
Okay.
How long is it going to be the $29.95 though? That's the thing.
We'll keep that running for the next 2 weeks.
Okay. Because the reason I asked that is because we're about to, so it's you might as well say it's September.
Yeah.
And so in 2 months, we're going to be going into holiday shopping season.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm already thinking about like the Black Friday thing, because I know that people
We'll come up with a
businesses are starting to go
promotion
there.
for that and
Okay.
and do it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're already working on the next container because I think there's 3 units left in the one that's arriving. So
Okay, fantastic.
yeah,
Okay.
we had a good show at Home Gym Con.
Hey, I love to hear that, man.
A lot of energy.
That's
has
phenomenal,
come from
man.
it. And you know, it was, well, we were in Iraq, so we really did stand out, you know.
Yeah.
That whole area between with Mike and the hybrid slider.
That probably helped you. Mike don't coming over there being like a fitness model for you.
So we had Quantum Trainer, the hybrid slider, and us. We were kind of like the innovation alley, you know, like.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, there was no racks. It was all independent equipment, you know, so it was kind of refreshing.
I knew Jake was going to say, so what his comment that Jake just put here
yeah.
is exactly what I thought he was going to say. I mean, like verbiage, everything, right? He said, love to hear it. I'm like, I knew that's exactly what I figured he was going to say. I think that's the phenomenal thing about Home Gym Con. It's not only that you get exposed to people who would normally never see the product, but also you got a chance to collaborate with other brands who normally you wouldn't be around, because
Absolutely.
They're not going to be an HFA. They're not going to be. Everybody doesn't go to like to the the CS. What is it? The high school CCSA or whatever expo that they do. So Home Gym Con is one of the few places where you can get all these different brands who can really work well with each other. There's a lot of synergy there.
Absolutely.
But you don't know it until you see it. Oh wait, hey, that's a cool product over there. Hey, that's a cool product. Like I saw you come over to Anchor to get the Anchor unit, right? Because we were setting up for the live stream. I was like, oh, that's fantastic. I'm watching this happen in real time. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, they sent me home with 2 units to do much more filming and stuff. So
nice, man. I love to hear that. Carp said, I'm on a cul-de-sac of 3rd to 6th graders. I would love this thing. He said, I know a group of kids that would love it. Yeah, and so right there. So he's in Carp is in that in not Nashville. He's in Murfreesboro. So he's in Tennessee as well.
Okay.
And he actually doesn't live too far from Rory, who I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm telling you, it's Mike said Jamie had the most underrated product at the show, no question.
Thank you, Mike.
And Tyler said the whole community showed up to this one because this is a fan favorite, right? I told you on the show on Monday, I said, dude, I'm telling you, we're getting a lot of questions. People are going to show up to talk about this product right here. I knew this was going to be a good one.
Well, Monday mailbag, it really got overtaken.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Hey, look, sometimes you got to throw up your hands and let the people have what they want, man. And then Mike said, the fact that it can withstand the elements outside puts it on another level.
Yeah.
And I agree with that 100%. So I think we got everything answered. You guys keep on putting your questions on here, especially if you guys are watching it on replay. Put your questions on in the comment section. I'll ask Jamie to come back through and answer your questions directly. But before I let you go, I want people to be able to take advantage of the sale, the discount code, and all that other kind of stuff. Okay. So I'm going to put this the website information up, but go ahead and tell people where they can buy this thing and also where they can follow you if they want to just see more about it on social media.
Well, Instagram is Corestrength1 Fitness.
Okay.
If you have questions, you can email me directly. I don't know if we can put that up there.
Yeah, let me.
Or you could go on shop, but my email is Jamie at Corestrength1 Fitness. It's JAIME.
Yeah, Jamie at Corestrength1 Fitness. Yeah, I'll put it up here, and I will actually post it in the
.com. Jamie at Corestrength1Fitness.com.
I'll put it in the video description as well.
Okay.
So people can so everybody who's watching right now, just go to the video description, and I'll have Jamie's email address there. And if you guys want to, also if you'd like to collaborate with him, if you're somebody who's like, hey, I got 1 gazillion followers or whatever, and I want to, work with you on a professional level, then, reach out. Don't be just trying to get free stuff. But I'm saying, if you have like legitimate, you want to feel like you guys can collaborate and then make something happen, then I'll have that contact information there for you as well. All right.
Super.
Anything else you want to say before you go?
It's been great working with you and meeting you, and
pleasure, man.
I really do love the work you're doing and your approach to everything, and
thank you.
How authentic it is, and
I appreciate that.
You just speak out, and it's great to hear. It's great to hear.
I appreciate it.
Hopefully, we'll see you when we get down to Tennessee, and
oh yeah, I'm coming to film it. Heck yeah.
So I'm coming. I'm going to come down to spend time with John and set it up. And,
yeah. So for those who don't know, I arranged a get together over at Brian's house that he hasn't moved into yet. Okay. So that we can, and then we're supposed to go there. I kind of like volunteered him to cook. Now we started having all these people say, "Oh yeah, I'll go." So we've got a whole group of people showing up at his house. Apparently, the house he hasn't moved into yet. So we're hoping it all works out sometime in around Thanksgiving. So we'll make it happen.
That'll be great timing.
All right, man.
All right.
He said, "I'll talk to you later, Jamie," and he's headed to the gym. All right, my man.
All right, so
I'll talk to you later.
Send me Brian's information, and Tim and I can connect.
I'll send it to you later today.
Yeah. Perfect, man. Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
The Panky Potluck. You're
and Naomi, take care. Panky Potluck.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Jamie. Thanks.
All right. Take care.
All right. Later.
Bye-bye.
All right. So that was Jamie Cameron from Corestrength1. He has the OMNI Fit platform. And you guys saw how many people were asking questions who are huge fans of the product. I think it is a phenomenal product. And I cannot wait to see it when it goes down to my brother's place in Tennessee, because I think it's going to be an awesome event. All right. It is now 7:57, so almost 8 o'clock. That's close enough for me to say shout out to the Mountain Time Zone. Thank you guys for getting up way too early with Garage Gym Life. Please, once again, if you've already heard this once, this is the last time no, I'm lying. I'm going to say it some more. Please hit the like and subscribe for me if you haven't already done so. And if you're watching on replay, see, I haven't said this yet. If you're watching on replay, do me a favor and hype the video, because that is yet another free way that YouTube is allowing you to promote your favorite creators. You can hype up a limited amount of videos each week, but we will be very honored if you're watching on replay and you choose to make this video one of the ones that you hype, because that'll just kind of let us know that we're on the right track with what we are doing here. My next guest is a friend of the show. He runs a YouTube channel and an Instagram account under the name Home Gym Harry. And for the second year in a row, Harry's going to be organizing an event known as Curltember. And he's here to give us all the details so you know how you can get involved, get active, and support the charity event that Curltember is supporting this year. So everybody give a warm welcome to our guy, Harrison Lands. Harry, you ready? So yeah, I'm ready to go. All right, let's go. Come on in.
John, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Deep voice again. I told you to cut that out. Stop it.
Sorry. It's the allergies are making it even deeper.
I was about to say, you don't sound sorry. You sound pretty dang. You're like, yeah, I know I got too much testosterone. Yeah, whatever. I like the setup behind you, man.
Thank you. This is the
new house.
Office. Yeah, it's the new house in North Carolina now. So
sweet.
We're mostly moved in, but it's been great. Very exciting.
Was the home gym the first thing you set up?
It had to be, because they wanted to deliver so we had movers bring the gym equipment, and so we had to rush to get the floor in.
Okay.
And then so basically I had to set that up first, and then put everything together eventually. But you need to get the floor in super quick, so
everything in its proper
equipment. Yeah,
everything in its proper place, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
As my brother once told me, he said you could sleep on your bench press if you really had to.
You could sleep on that floor too, the rubber.
Hey, there you go.
Comfortable, man.
I don't know, man. Did you remember? I think it was 2025 when X Master had the deadlift platform. Did you step on the X Master deadlift platform?
Yeah,
I might. I was like, I might sleep on that. That's pretty comfortable. I don't know. All right, JB said HGH in the house.
Hey,
Yeah, you tell you're not a child of the 90s because HGH did not have the same connotation in the 90s. All right. Look, let's jump right into this. Talk to me about last year's Curltember, man.
Yeah, super.
How did it go?
I think it went incredibly well. Wasn't expecting the kind of response that I got from it, being some lonely Instagrammer, YouTuber, but got a ton of sponsors to share what Curltember was about, donate prizes, and got a lot of engagement from the community in terms of likes, shares, people posting their bicep curling videos. Got some awesome prizes to people that continue to use them. I know that banner is up in Carp's gym with the previous Curltember logo, and it looks awesome. And a ton of other people have gotten some great prizes from the sponsors. So super happy with how it went. Last year was happy enough to do it again this year. So I'm very excited for what's to come in Curltember.
All right. What lessons did you learn from that experience that you've brought forward to this year?
I think being more proactive. Last year was a little bit of a last minute thing of trying to throw everything together, get sponsors. And so this year really tried to get those in early, network at Home Gym Con and see if companies are interested in donating prizes and sort of making the connections early, getting people signed up early so that I have a list of here's the sponsors and the giveaways, and tried to get on that super early. I think the other thing was the merch. People love sort of the merch for Sorenex's events, and it was sort of lacking last year. I threw it together sort of last minute and had a drop ship company.
Yeah, it's kind of like spur of the moment.
Yeah, exactly. This year, went in sort of early, collaborating with Hard Work Athletics that has done an awesome job. I'm actually wearing their merch right now, and it came out really nice. So, super happy to work with them. They do some really high quality stuff. All their apparel is awesome. And, they actually worked with me to design the logo, refine it,
Oh, nice. Okay.
So they went above and beyond this year. And so, very excited to see people get their stuff and show it off. And you won't be disappointed with the quality of the actual shirts and whatnot, which I think last year was maybe an issue, but this year is much better. They're professionals.
I think you might be bearing the lead because I feel like this is what people are talking about right now.
Those are cool. I had them on the other day. They're
I was like, that's noteworthy.
Yeah, we had this idea of can you do like a plaid lumberjack theme for the shorts, and the guys at Hard Work Athletics were like, yeah, we can do that. So they came out really nice. I've seen some in the wild, but as you get them, make sure to share, and I'll show them off. But they are super comfortable too. I mean, not only are they cool,
they look like
practical.
PJs almost. They look like they're like not like your nice comfortable flannel PJs or whatever.
Yeah,
but you can only wear them when it's cold. These are like, hey, you can wear these anytime you want.
Totally. They're super lightweight, like moisture wicking material, so you can totally work out in them. But they have a fun pattern on them.
Okay, yeah. You said that was Hard Work Athletic, right? So we actually shared a little bit about it last week. That's like the official merch. I don't know, merch sponsor, but merch vendor for Curltember.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're also going to do a giveaway as well of a merch prize pack. So, you can win some of this stuff too. I don't know exactly what's going to go into that, but imagine it's some Curltember stuff, maybe some other stuff that they make.
Sweet.
So we'll see.
So JB said I bought some Curltember stickers last year. They were cool, but this year it's next level merch.
Thanks. I have to come out with the stickers. I know Plate Snacks did them last year, so I'll have to talk to them and make sure they can come out again with them this year. And maybe people can just order them from them, or they can ship me a pack, and we'll figure it out. But yeah.
All right.
Thanks, JD. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, and let's see. Justin said Harry's voice woke up 7 minutes ago. Hey, don't let him fool you. He's been in the dang bathroom doing vocal exercises like James Earl Jones used to. It's like, gotta get ready.
Yeah, gotta get my daughter ready and get her set up. So it's been a while.
I get it, man. So I'm gonna go to I'm trying to find the Curltember merch stuff at Hard Work Athletics. Is there a specific?
Yeah, they have a collection.
Is it under like community? Because I know you got like some. Say I'll go to shop all, but then there's a. Yeah,
I'll just put the link in our chat.
Okay,
I don't know if that's easier.
Let's do that.
But they have the
whole
collection there.
Yeah, because I want to pull it up to show the Curltember merch, because that is connected to it, the charity event. So I want to make sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's Catch Up to Cancer. Met my friend Alex over Instagram, basically on our love for home gyms and working out and whatnot. And he has an incredible story, sad story, but he's trying to make the best of it. His wife passed away from colon cancer, so he's raising money for cancer research. And he has a great charity there, and portion of proceeds from every purchase, $10 from every item will go towards his charity and what he's doing. So very happy to support Alex and Catch Up to Cancer. I think what he's doing is great. So anything you purchase from the Curltember collection will help support that.
Now it says pre-orders from August 1st to August 11th.
Yeah, they need to change it. I think I
was gonna say we're past that. So if you order now, you're still in the.
They originally,
but people can still order.
Yeah, totally. Everything's still open to order, and it'll ship shortly. I have the merch. I got sort of the samples early, but yeah, everyone should be getting their merch now. I'll have them update it, but yeah, there's no pre-order anymore. I think they decided to go sort of a different route of, once you order, they'll make the shirt or the shorts or whatever and ship those out.
Fantastic. All right. Jared said must curl harder.
Jared's already got big enough biceps, but I guess they can always be bigger.
Hey, exactly. I mean, I don't see like you having larger arms is ever a problem. I don't
never an issue.
I don't see what
the merch, there's basically 3 items. One is the pump cover, the oversized tee. That's the thing that I'm wearing right now. I just ordered the tank, so I should be getting that in soon. It's like a muscle tank, basically.
So this is what you have on right now?
That's what I have on now, yeah. You can see the back, too, if you scroll down.
Okay.
Yeah, it has the official logo that Hard Work Athletics helped out with. The lumberjack themes that are going with the shorts.
That's a very manly shirt.
Who did a nice job on that one.
Like that. That does a lot. You like the wooden dumbbell hand carved because I'm a man.
And then the tank, similar logo on the front and back, but just muscle tank, show off those guns.
Okay.
And the shorts are pretty cool though. I think those are really unique. So that's
I don't care what it like. The shorts are like the ones I'm like, I can see myself just rocking.
They're
those
awesome.
Just for I mean, even if you just wear them to sleep, like they look straight comfortable. That's the point. I'm like,
their
stuff's
high quality, so they're super comfortable.
I was like, shoot, and then of course, like I said, like you said, it benefits cancer research. So that's a straight up win-win, man. I'll post that link again.
Thank you, appreciate
it. Let's see here, and so Kevin is awake. He said, "I need to cut up the sleeves to my flannel for the manly design, dude." I'm telling you, it's. Literally, when I saw that, I said I felt my beard grow just looking at it. That's how I was feeling. I feel like my beard just grew a little bit. I need to shave. All right. So, how many sponsors do you have this year? You mentioned sponsors, so
I think it's
let's
close
go ahead and shout them out.
Close to like 30 or 40 at this point. It's a lot.
Oh,
so
wow,
we're gonna have to
nice.
do multiple giveaways per day, but a lot of returning ones, a lot of new ones.
Okay.
Tons of different prizes all over the board. So some is merch, some is gift cards, some is fun stuff like Basement Brandon's doing a limited edition the naked curler sticker, so take on his naked squatter. So there's all kinds of prizes which are super fun. Everything's sort of different and unique.
All right, so I was trying to find your sponsor, like your sponsor.
Oh, yeah, let me
right there. I got it right here. I got it. Yeah. So we got Anchor, Basement Bar, so Basement Brandon, the limited edition naked curler stickers.
Yeah.
So
first
of all, so let's just stop right there. Because this is naked curler, right? And the first thing I thought of wasn't actually bicep curls. I was thinking like the Olympic sport.
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds horrible. I was like, that sounds horrible, but okay, sure. All right. Let's see here.
Maybe we'll do a limited edition, actual.
You don't have to.
You
don't have to. You don't have to. All right, so belt fed strength, hurrah!
Yeah,
Shout out to my guy.
I think they're gonna partner with Porter on his, those D handles where he's using the aluminum and give those away. So
okay, bells of steel. You know what? This
yeah.
actually that goes with one of the questions I was going to ask you about if there's a sponsor who's like making an official like competition curl bar that I mean, because you could really sell that all year long. Just have like the logo, the Curltember logo on it, and then all the proceeds can just go benefit kids
that'd be cool.
Kids with the cancer. Yeah, I think that's pretty dope.
I love
so
that.
Of course, Beyond Power. Okay.
Yeah, they're giving away
Black
2 of their
Widow.
new bars.
Nice. Got a mag pin from Cara, Carbon Strength. Carp, what is Carp donating? Because he's a sponsor.
Yeah, I don't know if he's figured it out.
Carp and Sean are both sponsors, and they're probably like trying to figure out what. So we got to give away something. I don't know.
It'll be fun. Carp participated last year and was super fun. He gave away the barbell rescue and some towels and whatnot. So you got to keep your curl bar nice and clean.
Okay. That is important. Get Dag Grip, Deltec, Dragon's Den, Hardware Athletics, of course. This is a good one. So
this is a big one.
Yeah, Home Gym Con is a sponsor. So talk about that.
Yeah, so Jake was super nice last year of offering up a curl bar basically from any company, and he would cover the cost. This year he really stepped it up. But huge thank you to Jake and the Home Gym Con team. But they're giving away basically a free trip for you and your friend to go to Home Gym Con, multiple nights at a hotel, some cash so you're well fed, and then VIP tickets included as well, so you can get early access and be there the whole weekend checking out all the awesome new equipment and whatnot. Really had a great time this past year, so definitely be going next year if I can make it. But this is an incredible prize pack for
heck yeah. I noticed he didn't say 3 nights at the Galt. He said at a hotel.
I don't know.
We'll have you somewhere in town.
I assume it's going to be the Galt because that's the official hotel of Home Gym.
I assume it's Jared. I assume he's going to put you up at Jared's house.
Yeah, it might be Hotel Jared. I mean, he's got a great gym there. So
hey, and he also makes a nice lemon kind of dessert breakfast thing. So this is it's basically a bed and breakfast. Yeah,
I've been seeing his sourdough doings, and it looks pretty good. So
he's been baking up a storm lately.
He has.
He's inspired.
We need some morning show stuff.
Oh heck yeah! I'm trying to figure out, because now you got me brainstorming. It's like what can we give away for Curltember? We'll figure out something. I'll figure out something.
All right. Would love to get you in there.
JB said he said I heard a pretty cool sponsor giving away a super curl bar.
Pretty nice guy too, giving away that one.
It's kind of on there. I see it right there. Inca Strong is giving away some D handles. Hypertrophy by Design, the Grip Globe. 46 Fitness is an arm blaster. I actually needed an arm blaster last night when I was doing some. I was actually doing some curls. And,
those things are great. They're underrated, I think.
Yeah. So
locks in your arms, and then you can feel the full sort of stress on the biceps there.
It's kind of like random, but I'll go ahead and, because it sort of applies, I guess. So I was trying to do, so we got the Macola Falcon, right? And so I was trying to do a standing cable curl. Standing reverse cable curl.
Okay.
Well, the angle of pull wasn't quite right because, so the angle's not straight up and down. Instead, it's kind of like out in front of you.
Yeah.
So in order to get the tension I wanted, what I had to do is like kind of put my arms in front of me like T-Rex and kind of like do like that.
Yeah.
But that's hard to like kind of hold your arms there. So then I said, so I got the lat pull down bar and stuck that under my arms. And I'm holding it with tension under my armpits. And I was like, you know what?
Work.
Yeah, I was like, this actually would be better if I just was wearing an arm blaster.
Yeah, there's better solutions than that.
Yeah, it's like, I think, but I don't have an arm blaster. You know what? This might be the one time when I need an arm blaster.
Maybe you won that one.
Yeah, proof I need one. There you go, Naomi. We need an arm blaster. Let's see.
Grips is giving away our collab, that ladder grip style attachment that he showcased at Home Gym Con. So very excited for that one. It's gonna be great.
Okay, hold up. I just saw what Jake posted. He said, so the hotel that he's giving away, he said, is actually my room at the Galt House.
John's room. There you go.
Do I still get to be in there? Are we all just sharing a room? Is that?
Does John get to stay there too?
Yeah, I'm like, can I still stay there? That's hilarious.
That's good.
Yeah, how silly. That's not an actual prize. Anyway. All right. JB said that home GymCon prize is about to have 5,000 people participating just to try to win that. And that's a good thing.
That's a good one.
That's a good thing. That's what you want. Let's see what else we got on here.
More awareness for home GymCon too, as well, is the hope.
Yeah.
Trying to bring awareness to all these, brands and whatnot. So whatever I can do to help the home gym community.
We got Massonomics, Mammoth. They got the Don't Curly Me flag. That's legit.
Yeah, Lift Lab reviews as well. That's Nick Beardsley. He's giving away some Versa grips.
Okay.
You can do I guess pull-ups and focus on the biceps there.
Some custom J-cup liners from Mammoth Upgrades for the rackable curl bar naturally.
Exactly. Yeah.
Engage grips, and gotta give a shout out to Engage grips too, because I haven't said anything about it up to this point. I just forgot, but. At the end of Home GymCon, when you're everybody's scrambling to try to find dollies and hand trucks, I'm trying to find one, and the guys at Engage Grips were finishing up, and they said, "Well, you can let us have." No, he said, "You can have this one as soon as we get it unloaded." I said, "Well, heck, I'll help you unload. I'll help you get your truck loaded if you give me this." It's like, heck yeah! So shout out to them.
That's great.
Yeah,
they were super nice and awesome product.
In fact, if you guys happen to be watching, you guys have an open invite to come on the show. Not because you let me use your hand truck, but also just in general. I thought you guys had a good product. Jake said, "Get cozy."
Just one twin bed.
Yeah, go ahead. You go. Yeah. All right. We're all gotta wear the flannel shorts, so we're comfortable.
There you go.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay.
Max Strength is gonna give
not an actual prize. Would you say Max Strength now?
Max Strength, so he makes that J-cup style Voltramount. I don't know what he's gonna give away, but he was excited to participate, and he had some awesome stuff at Home GymCon, so we'll see.
All right, I got Mike from Micro Gains. He's giving away a barbell microplate set.
Yep.
I endorse that 100%. I've been using mine since I first bought them. The mini barbell, that's real cool.
Is fun. Yeah, I wanted them to do like a curl bar, but it's too hard to get the bends in. So we're just doing sort of a straight bar. Maybe you can put some mini Engage grips on there or something and make it a curl bar.
If you remember from last year when I did my Curltember post, I used an axle bar, which is obviously a straight bar. So you can do curls the way our ancestors did with a straight bar. I'm saying, man, you got to be a traditionalist. Plate Snacks has got a Curltember banner. Rit Fit got some curl bars, weighted out. Oh, nice. Yeah. Those are going to look good. Brian,
those are nice. I think they've updated their bars since last year because they sent me the new one. I think the knurling's a little bit less aggressive. The bends are a little bit different. So the Rit Fit bar, I think, is improved. It's a lot. I like it a lot.
Kenzie, who is actually, I believe, in the chat. Yep, I found her right there.
There she is.
Says, "Good morning. What's up?" Been
hey, Kenzie.
Hard at work on that Etsy store. She's got some cool stuff. You guys need to check out Kenzie on Etsy. In fact, Kenzie, put the link to your Etsy store in the live chat so people can go check it out because she's got some really cool stuff.
Yeah, her rack batches, among other things, are great. So she's gonna do some Curltember ones, which are fun.
Heck yeah. Let's see. Exponent Edge got the cambered curl bar. Okay, got a squat harness. Grenade grips is gonna give something away. Goimu, I don't know if that's how you say it, but it is right now.
Yeah,
Preacher curl bench and then Versa hooks. All right, yeah.
Yeah, we got a good list. We'll get you on there and then let me know what you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like so. Originally, I've been like, well, I don't know because we don't sell merch. Tricks on me because we actually do. So now we have a store. So it's like we'll just find something in the store that you think might be cool, and then we'll
great.
And we go ahead and share it.
Really good list though. Very happy with how it came together, and I've been amazed, surprised, and thankful for how supportive people have been. Both from a company standpoint, the home gym community. It's fun to get other content creators in there giving away prizes and excited about the event. So
yeah, and I mean it's it's like I don't know if you're like me, you come up with like ideas like while you're lifting and you're like, I wonder if I could just do this, right? and now it's kind of like snowballed from an idea you had into this. So Tyler said his Curltember apparel comes in today.
There you
All
go.
right. Hey, you know the deal. Pixar, it didn't happen.
Exactly.
That's like the 11th commandment. JB says I rest my curl bar on a max strength barbell holder.
There you
go. Let's see here. Justin said Massonomics is hilarious. I don't know which one you're talking about, but they are funny. He said I think he throws low-key shade on some of the home gyms. I don't necessarily think so. I mean, I think they're some good dudes. They're actually dudes. You don't really like they don't because like they didn't originally start in a home gym, but they actually are legitimately home gym owners, and they got a lot of time in the game. So yeah, I got a lot of respect for what they do over there. Totally. Jared said, "Goodness, what a list of sponsors!" Yeah, the list of sponsors is impressive.
That's fun.
And JB said he uses Kinsey Dragonfly extension handles this morning. Kinsey said, "Thanks, fam." No, you're supposed. You're welcome, but you're supposed to post the link to your Etsy. See, people don't listen. You're supposed to post the link to your Etsy store so I can just post so people can see it. All right. Trust me, she's got an Etsy store. Y'all need to go check it out. Anyway, now you kind of touched on this a little bit already, but how did Home Gym Con help you with recruiting sponsors to like kind of spread the word about Curltember? Because I'm assuming while you were there, you're telling people about it.
Exactly. It was a bit of both of me trying to see content or see equipment, people, and make content for, what Home Gym Harry normally does. But part of it was, you have an interesting product that can be used in some ways to support bicep curls. So maybe you're interested in participating in this event. Some people are familiar with it, some are not. So it was more sort of getting the word out, planting the seed, and then reaching out sort of later of, are you actually interested, and what does it look like, and what can you expect for the event? I think it's helpful that it's happened last year. So I can sort of point to, here's what it looked like last year. I know what I'm doing a little bit more this year. Here were the sponsors, and here's some of the success metrics from last year, and that helps sort of make it a little bit more interesting for sponsors this year. But it's definitely nice to be in person talking to people as opposed to just DMing them and seeing if they're interested. I think that in-person aspect really helps in terms of generating awareness and interest in being a sponsor for Curltember.
All right. Talk about this year's format so that people understand like how they can enter, and we kind of already went through what they can win, but how do you even get into this thing? There's a lot. So
it's going to be very similar to last year in that there'll be a post from my Instagram, homegym_Harry. I'll make the post sort of randomly throughout September whenever I have time. Okay. And then you'll have about 48 hours before the winner is sort of picked randomly, but it'll be sort of the typical giveaway entry, like the post, tag 2 people in the comments, make sure you're following both my account as well as whoever that sponsor is. And so that's sort of a requirement as well. Obviously I appreciate if you share it to your story and generate awareness, but it's hard to sort of make that a requirement for the software that I'm using to pick the winner. But any other videos you can post of yourself curling, promoting Curltember, obviously appreciated. But it's mainly liking, tagging 2 people in the comments, and making sure you're following all the relevant accounts for that sponsor's giveaway. And then we'll pick the winner randomly. The more times you comment, the more entries you'll have. So the more people you tag below, the better. But that's sort of how it'll work, and be relatively simple. Random winner picked.
I think I figured out what we can give away, but so my idea for what to give away is too small. You know what I'm saying? So like I had the idea. It's kind of like over my shoulder, but it like kind of goes with what Curltember is all about. It makes sense, but it's just the actual product itself is very small. So, but because I think it's also happens to be the most popular product on our store right now. So, here I'll share the link, and I'll share the screen so you can see it. So not that, yeah.
Oh, those are cool.
Look at that, Naomi. You
awesome.
Hear that?
That's perfect.
Naomi, you see that? My wife was like, what is this? I don't get it, right? I was like, so when we were talking about adding it to the store, because our store is basically like a kind of like a clearing out, like a, like we don't make all this stuff. Instead, we find it, source it, and then we bring it in, right? And so she's like, I don't know about that, right? And I said, I promise you, people
it's the bestseller. That's funny.
Yeah, and she was like, you like it, but that doesn't mean anything. I said, okay, well, it's the bestseller, right? And so now it's the bestseller. She said, well, it's a guy thing. And then Letha Cannon, she trains, she lives in Alabama. She bought like 4, right? I was like, what you gotta say about
Store
that?
everything on there. Yeah. You want to be perfect for your arm blaster to hang.
Look what I have right there.
There you go.
That's literally what these are on. It's those muscle arm wall hooks.
That's amazing.
Oh, heck yeah.
When you win that arm blaster, you can hang it on those hooks too.
I'm telling you, look, like this is great, quite literally the best product right here. So yeah. All right, so maybe we'll send we'll do a thing where maybe we get, I'm trying to think, because they come, you can get them like as one, but I'm like, nobody just wants one, so maybe like 4, like a package of 4.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll get you added to the website after this.
Okay. JB said after Curltember, all of our arms will look like the muscle hooks. So we need to do a group final flex at the end of the month. There you go. Yeah. Now you're thinking.
And there's actually going to be programming this year, which is cool. Iron Physio Lab. He's going to be doing some bicep curl related workouts throughout the month. So be sure to follow him, and he'll be doing some stuff to help you get those big biceps.
Sweet. Okay. That's actually good, because a lot of people are just going to randomly just like go and just start curling. Like they don't even curl normally, but they want to win stuff. So then they just jump in there and then now nobody can straighten their arms.
There you go.
Yeah, which isn't bad. That's not a bad way to live.
Not a bad problem.
So if somebody, on the off chance that somebody's like, well, look, I want to support Curltember, I want to support Catch Up to Cancer, and they might not have social media, because believe it or not, there are people who watch the show who will get like the link. So let's say somebody will text the link to them, and they don't even have a YouTube channel, right? So they won't comment, but they just, they'll watch the show, right? So if somebody in that situation wants to support, is there a way for them to just like donate? Like, hey, well, I just want to donate. So how would they do that?
Yeah, you can just go to the Catch Up to Cancer website. I can send, it's catchuptocancer.com. So pretty easy to remember, and you can just donate there directly to Alex and his cause.
Okay, yeah. I'll post that in the video description as well for people.
I'll send you the link here in our chat. But yeah, if you scroll down, the first button you see there is donate. So it's pretty easy to donate. Okay. Obviously want everyone to get Curltember merch, but understand that's not everyone's thing. So you can donate directly to Alex and his charity there.
All right, I'm actually updating it right now. So if you guys go to the video description, and all right, it just got updated. Okay.
Amazing.
Now talk to me about what you hope to. We're not done. I just want to make sure I didn't forget to ask that. If like one of the things I don't think I asked you last time is, how do you measure success? Because this is kind of like snowballing a little bit, right? So like, what are the metrics you're using to say, okay, this was a successful year compared to last year? I mean, I guess one metric is how many sponsors are involved versus last year. But how are you measuring success with this thing?
It's a good question. I think part of it, like you said, is the number of sponsors, but really, this is for the home gym community. And so the response I get from the home gym community, I think, is how I'm going to measure success this year. Are people posting videos, excited about the event? Maybe they're getting merch, but if not, are they just happy to support Curltember? Maybe they're, sharing videos and whatnot. But the response from the home gym community and getting people excited about, the event, what we're doing, I think is how I'm going to measure it. Obviously, want people to get merch and support Catch Up to Cancer as well. But, primarily it started sort of as a home gym event, trying to support home gym goers, get them interesting gear and spread awareness for the brands. But, part of it is that. I think part of it will be, how much engagement do I get from each of the posts and whatnot, and compare that to last year. Hopefully it's more. But that's sort of a secondary, I think, win relative to something that's, I guess, fluffier and harder to quantify, but just how people are feeling about the event and are they excited about it.
Is this competition open to people in other countries? I mean, I realize anybody on Instagram can participate, but as far as actually winning prizes, is that restricted to people in the continental United States? Like
I think it'll depend on the prize and the sponsor. Okay. For things that are bigger, maybe it'll be more difficult for them to ship it to other countries, but that'll be sort of a sponsor by sponsor basis. So I'll have to ask. I imagine, some people who are sending stickers or whatnot, it'll be easier to send internationally, but for things like a curl bar, maybe, a little bit harder to do that.
Okay. I mean, I know, so in the case of like RitFit, like there's RitFit Japan. They've got like different, so they should be able to do theoretically. Because Kevin was telling me that this morning, whatever. I don't know if it was after midnight or not. But he was telling me that there's a couple of products that they have over there that they can't have over here because of patent issues.
Oh, interesting. Maybe a belt squat.
Like I think it's oh man, what's the thing? The leg extension. I forgot, what is that thing called? The RitFit the Mustang. He said the RitFit Mustang. He said, I see why there's not any because it's actually, I want to say he said he's got one headed his way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so he said, but he said he's not he asked me if I had tried it, and I said, nah, I didn't even.
Oh, they can't bring it here. Interesting.
Like, I don't even remember seeing it at home. It might have been at Home Gym Con, but I don't even remember seeing it. So, yeah, but he said he thinks that there's like there might be.
Oh, interesting.
It's kind of like the same thing with there was one of the products from Gentleman Fitness Club, and the same thing happened with, I think, ATX. They're like, okay, we've got a product and it's fine for us to make it. We just can't bring it to the United States because somebody else already holds a patent for that type of product in the United States. So I think it's like
there are ways to get around that, though. I know
Power but I mean, a curl bar is a curl bar, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hard to patent that one. But like PowerTech had their belt squat that, they launched, and then I guess another big company got mad at them, and now they're coming back with slightly different designs. So
yeah. I wonder if that's the one that they showed us at HFA. And whatever. Kenzie said, 1, she needs to grow her biceps before December, and 2, she said she will ship rack badges out of
nice.
So there you go.
Thank you, Kenzie. Right. There you
go. Justin said, I want to win that Massonomics flag. Hey, you know how to do it now. You got all that.
You know how to enter.
Yeah. So we got a little bit of time because I know you said you had a thing with your daughter. Where can people go to learn more about Curltember?
Yeah, so I made a YouTube video sort of detailing all the basic information on Curltember. So you can check that out. It's on my YouTube channel, homegym_Harry is the same YouTube, but there's also an official website that I put together, the same one that you were showing, with all the sponsors and giveaways and whatnot, and I'll be continually updating that. But it has all the information on how to enter, how to win, the sponsors, their prizes, and then the merch is at the bottom, and a little bit about Catch Up to Cancer and what that is. So I think probably the YouTube, if you want an overview from myself voicing it over, if you haven't had enough of my voice, and if you just want to read through it, the website is a good way to do that.
Okay, so I just found the video. You got it right here. Let me see if this thing will play. Yeah, okay, I just pulled it up. So I can actually, I think, well, I can't really tag it now, but once we're on replay, I'll be able to add this as like on the end screen.
Yeah,
I'll add that video as the end screen.
Amazing.
On the
end
screen elements. Oh yeah, of course, man. Yeah, I mean, like I tell people, is like the whole point. Well, obviously, one reason for the show is to just entertain you, give you something to listen to. And I'll say this too. Somebody asked me, he's like, how come you don't put timestamps? I'm like, because quite frankly, the show is kind of like designed to be like almost stream of consciousness. It's just on, right?
Yeah.
And
It's
the
in the
radio, it's
background.
on.
Yeah.
It's on. If you feel like saying something cool, if you gotta, hey, you're driving to work and you're like, oh wait, I gotta go inside the store to pick up something or whatever. That's okay. It's fine. All right. You come back. Yeah, I don't want to make it sound like you're not missing anything, but it's designed on purpose to be like, I'm not giving you like something that's, oh man, I need to check out chapter 3 because I forgot something. I missed something.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
It's
You're
not that
supposed
sort of
to
thing.
watch it in entirety too.
Yeah, but at the same time, I do want to also give out useful information. So this to me is just, you're helping me fulfill my purpose. So actually, thank you for being here.
You're welcome, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. Like, it's like I'm not even joking. It's like, to me, we have plenty of stuff where people just get up and just talk about random things, right? And there's an element of that on the show, but if not for people like you wanting to come on the show, share information, be transparent about your brand, talk about all the stuff you got going on, there really isn't a show. It's just me talking for like 2-3 hours, and nobody wants to, I don't want to be involved in that. I don't want that. So nah. But you brought up YouTube. You did bring up YouTube. So we got a little bit more time. Talk about your YouTube channel, because you did some Home Gym Con content as well.
I did.
Talk about that.
Yeah. So I started the YouTube basically because companies wanted YouTube videos if I was to do any reviews, and so figured I'd try my hand at YouTube. I'd never done long form editing like that before, so I had to figure out how to do everything there. Do like transitions and whatnot. So it's been fun to learn. It is a ton of effort, as you're well aware of, to edit the longer videos versus an Instagram clip that's max 10 seconds or something.
Yeah.
But at Home Gym Con, I tried to do something a little bit different and film the newer exciting products to me, in the hopes that that's exciting for everyone else watching. So
for example, give me some examples.
Yeah. So for example,
I mean, you're a Voltratologist, so
yes, exactly. Obviously, all the competition coming to the digital resistance. So try to capture the new Fringe Sport, Pandora's Box, the Speedians Gym Nano. But some of the other sort of more low key brands or things that were happening there. Like the calf curve block from E4C Fitness and all of the other calf training equipment that they have going on there. Not that we should be talking too much about calves today, but
calves.
Tried to do obviously everyone's going to check out the big brands, ATX and Rogue and everything like that. Obviously I went there and filmed content there, but tried to capture the things that were unique and maybe things that people weren't looking at. For example, Force USA has a bracket underneath their new compact leg press hack squat that has a Vulture integration. So trying to see, the things that are new or exciting and that maybe other people hadn't captured. So that was sort of the goal. Threw together the YouTube video for that. So I think people have enjoyed that and seeing some of the smaller brands as well in that. But it's been fun to learn how to do the YouTube thing, make the thumbnails and everything, and throw together videos.
The craziest thing for me about YouTube is it's not something that you really know until you start trying to grow. Is the personality of the person who would watch YouTube a lot is different from the personality of somebody who's like really into Instagram. Because people on Instagram, I mean, you have YouTube Shorts, but I see that the people on Instagram, they're really, really into like, get my attention, show me what I'm here to see something. I'm not really here to listen to you talk about something, right? So I really struggle to get some of my YouTube content, like they'll say, well, I just post the same thing in both places. Well, something that knocks out the park here on YouTube, it don't even bust a grape over on Instagram. And it's fine, because I guess that's incentive to just create, to be creative for different platforms. But that was like the biggest thing for me.
Definitely been a learning opportunity, but it's been fun. The Instagram I find a little bit more natural and easier. They're short clips. I can sort of figure out what's the hook, or what would be interesting for myself, and then for other people to see quickly. And the YouTube just takes more time and longer form reviews too, so you're covering a lot more content too.
It's like Instagram for me is kind of like, okay, I'm doing something right now. I can just stick my phone over here, video it,
Yeah.
not even really edit it and just post
Yeah.
it. Right? It's like in the moment.
I love that about it though. It makes it a lot of fun.
YouTube, I gotta plan it out.
But some of the YouTube videos that I did, I did a tour of the Deltec Fitness headquarters in Louisville. They weren't at Home Gym Con because they weren't quite ready. I think they're gearing up for next year, so they're going to be coming out strong next year. But that was super fun. It was less editing needed from my part because you're just having a conversation with someone and seeing where it goes.
Yeah.
Rather than a review. So I found that a lot of fun. So I'd love to do that more if at all possible, and
like
tour facilities, see what the new. Yeah, exactly. That was a lot of fun. You get to meet people too. It's not just you standing in your garage talking to no one about the equipment.
Yeah. I'm really big into like learning the brand. I mean, obviously I look at the show I have, but it's like I'm really into hearing like your brand story. I want to understand why you decided to make this thing.
Yeah.
Because like for me now, so our approach at Home Gym Con was looking for solutions to a specific problem. Next year it'll be different, but this year the solution what we're looking for is so I don't really see a lot of stuff for apartments, right? And what I mean by that is I see a lot of stuff that's for a small space, but the solutions for small spaces tend to be things you need to bolt to a wall. Well, good luck on trying to get your landlord to agree. Well, he might agree to let you do it because he's like, yeah, do what you want. Goodbye.
Yeah, we'll charge you for it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I was like, well, I don't know. And then you obviously also have to think about weight distribution. If you're going to be on like the second or third floor, like Kevin's Home Gym Gains is a good channel for that, even though he's not in an apartment, because he still has to deal with those problems too. Like, how do I spread out the weight of this power rack? How do I spread, if I'm deadlifting, how do I spread all this out, in the platform or whatever, so I don't end up on the first floor when I live on the second,
Yeah, that's probably where digital resistance has a big part to play because, it's portable, doesn't weigh a lot. You can add a ton of resistance. There are systems that are, fully integrated like this, the Gym Monster from Speediance, and there's, obviously other competitors too, but, you sort of have like a full home gym in one. Obviously you're not going to get the full sort of experience as you would with a nice commercial gym, but you get a pretty good experience, and I loved my Gym Monster. That's great.
Actually, now you got me thinking, this is not something I ever considered, or a question. It's not a question that ever occurred to me before you said that. How do you like something like the Gym Monster, like the giant, basically a giant cell phone looking type of device, versus something like a Voltra, or any kind of digital resistance in terms of like your options?
Yeah, I mean the Voltra is nice because the weight goes higher. So if you have two Voltras versus one Gym Monster, I think you get a lot more, versatility and functionality with it. You can also sort of move it around as you need. Hook it up to plate loaded machines. You can, put it up high for lat pull downs or make them wide for flies and that. You're sort of more limited with the Gym Monster, but it's easier. Everything is easy to set it up. You just have the trolleys that go up and down, works like a normal functional trainer. And I really liked their smart handles. They have buttons on the end that you push, and then the weight goes on and off. So you can get in position, turn it on. So I think they're for different people. I had both and loved both of them. But I find myself sort of using the Voltra more just because I like tinkering with it and moving around, and I don't mind the slight.
Experience is more for like a beginner, somebody who wants guidance and like
they have classes too and whatnot. But I think you can be an experienced lifter. Like Kinsey has her Gym Monster and seems to love it. Sure. You're just sort of limited by the form factor of the Gym Monster a little bit more. Because of it's on those trolleys fixed. You have the platform. You can move it around, but you're probably not going to. Gotcha. It has to be sort of plugged into the wall.
Okay. JB said Ashley suggested hypertrophy cluster sets for bicep growth, and JB said Ashley's got me googling hypertrophy cluster sets now. And I think that's why Kinsey said that's why she chopped off the weight horns on the CLP
for the digital resistance, or
I think so, with the digital resistance thing. But it could be something else. So Kinsey, it's been a second since you posted that. So tell us why you chopped off the weight horns in your CLP. And she said that it's the opposite for her. My videos will blow up on Instagram, and then I get 900 views on YouTube. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's because it's the personality of the. It's not that the video is bad. It's the personality of the person who like is really into that platform is going to be different than the personality of the person who's really into this platform. So you kind of have to like put in front of people what they expect to see on the platform, like what they go there for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you try to, this is an extreme example, but let's say Netflix gave you the option for some sort of like YouTube short or Instagram reel. I don't think it'd be successful because people are going on Netflix to watch a show, right? At least a 30-minute show. Like I want to watch a show. I'm here to watch a show.
Yeah, I don't want to watch 10 seconds of a show.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I think that's it. And JB said, I just thought about Kevin too when you were saying that equipment that you can take up and down stairs versus just wheeling through a big garage door. Look, did you know? I don't know if you knew this, but Kevin and his wife. Kevin said he handed his power rack through the window to his wife so that they could get it inside to assemble it. Yeah, like I was like, you what? He's like, he literally handed the power rack. Obviously, it was in pieces, but he handed the pieces to her through the window. That's hilarious.
When we moved from our Boston apartment to Pittsburgh, the movers were handing the dumbbells out through the window to because their truck was right there. So like rather than carrying it all the way around.
Yeah, I'm not going to
and everything.
Yeah, that's a lot. Kenzie said, yes, I love my Gym Monster. And JB said, Gym Monster reminds me of a digital free motion functional trainer with a little more versatility.
Yeah.
I see that.
You can also, increase where you can pull from. When I had the sort of massive power rack set up in the previous home gym, I had a cross member sort of sticking off at the top and put pulleys up there. And so you can, have additional pull points there if you connect additional cables to the Gym Monster. So you can sort of make it work for lat pull downs and things like that, and get more height that way. But, it takes some creativity to do that.
I actually thought, because of what you said about how you could hook up the digital resistance, I actually thought, well, the big thing is having something to attach it to, right? So I said, well, yeah, but you could actually just get like sort of not a squat stand, but kind of, I'm talking about like the squat stand from maybe a half rack at most, but something like a squat stand, but with the feet for stability. And then, but don't buy any weights and just attach the digital resistance to it. So you can attach an Ultra, or you can get an Anchor or something like that, attach it to it, or get two of them. And now you have everything you need. Now you just made yourself a functional trainer.
Exactly.
And it works just fine. All right, man. So you mentioned your YouTube channel. Before I let you get out of here, tell everybody what was your latest video? Because you mentioned that you had like some stuff from Home Gym Con. What's in addition to the Curltember video, what should people go over there to watch? And I'll post your YouTube thing.
Thank you.
Here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously people check out the Curltember video and find out more information about what it's about if you're curious. But I recently got in the Apex Fitness bench, so I've been doing some reviews on the bench itself.
Okay.
Plus all the additional.
We just got ours. How do you like it?
It's great. I love it. It's my go-to bench. I don't see the need for upgrading at any time in the future. I don't know that there is an upgrade for it, but we're always surprised in the home gym, so maybe there'll be something in the future that comes out. But I love the way they're continuing to expand the ecosystem. So I have a video on the latest attachments there.
Okay.
I did sort of a first wave of attachments, the main ones that you get, and then did a second one on these are sort of the additional ones that you can probably get after. Some of them I think are essential, some just sort of depends on your training style. But check out that sort of playlist of Apex Fitness benches. Have some stuff coming in the next few weeks on the Going Moo leg press hack squat. It's probably the most compact one that I've ever used. Obviously that's pros and cons there being compact, but that'll be coming out soon. And always have interesting content coming up for products that people send me. I'll be doing a video at some point on how I moved everything here and my tips for sort of setting up a new home gym, because I just went through that. Obviously get the flooring down first.
Yeah.
So you don't have to move things out and in, but it's been fun. So very excited for what's going to happen with the videos.
So I just added the Apex thing to our we have the playlist, like videos we love from channels we watch. So I just added it to that because I'm actually interested in watching it too. Because what I'm curious about, we haven't even taken it out the box yet because we have way too much.
There's a lot of boxes.
Yeah, we just had a lot going on last weekend. I was just like, I can't emotionally do this. Like, we actually had to sell. So it's crazy. So we had to sell stuff to have room for the empty boxes after we assembled them. And then I said, we also got this Apex bench. I said, we don't have room for just the empty boxes by themselves, right? And
that's the game, right?
Yeah. So now we've cleared it out. I've gotten rid of all the empty boxes. And so this weekend's project is the Apex bench. But I'm curious about, like, you're looking at it as like, okay, so this is like your daily driver bench. Whereas a freak athlete, for example, that's not, to me, that's not my main bench. That's like an accessory bench. Yeah. Would you say the Apex is more like your main bench, or
I think it can be both. And I only have one bench in my gym right now, and it's the Apex one, and it seems to do everything really well. First and foremost, it's a good bench. Like, you're going to want to bench off of it. Okay. It's the right IPF specs. The padding. That's what I needed to know. Yeah. But you'll check it out and give your own opinions. But it also has this crazy ecosystem of attachments that, depending on your needs, you can sort of add to it and make it an accessory bench. The belt squat is super cool. You can even add a pull-up, station to it if you don't have it integrated into your
kind of like the Iron Master bench a little bit.
Exactly. It's kind of like an evolution of that, where now the bench is really good for benching on too.
Gotcha.
Okay. I found, I had the original sort of Iron Master one, and the padding's a little bit narrow, but it was perfect as an accessory bench.
Yeah.
It is a little bit lightweight, which has sort of pros and cons. The Apex one is a little bit heavier, so it stays planted a little bit better. But just sort of depends on your needs, whether you want to have something that's lighter that you have to weigh down maybe for certain exercises, or you like the heft of the Apex. Maybe it's a little bit more difficult to move around. The wheels are great, so it makes it easy to move around, but it is definitely heavier than some of the other
I don't need it moving around with me, because it's annoying. It's like when you bench, every time you rack the weight, there's going to be a little bit of movement unless you have it like locked into one of those things, and that's just more annoying, because I'm having to, like, every set, like, okay, let's adjust a little bit, because otherwise one side is too close to the uprights, and that's a lot of stress.
This will stay planted. It doesn't move at all.
Nice. All right, my man.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to open that up and check it out.
Heck yeah, I'm excited.
What color did you get?
I mean, come on, man. The black. Like, what color am I wearing right now?
You got red too in your logo.
Nah, yeah. So I told him, I want to say, they asked me, and I think I said just black and white, because I did look for black and red, but I was like, let's go. I was like, let's go black and white. Yeah. This is hilarious. Kenzie says, so this is truly the content creator struggle. She said, I suddenly have 3 benches in the gym, and I love every single one. So I guess 3 benches it is. We don't have room. Like, we literally don't have room. As stuff comes in, stuff has to go out, because we just literally don't have room. And I'm not going to be
training people though, right?
Yeah, that's true too. I'm just like, I'm not about to be the guy that builds like an extra building just to put more weights in there, to put more equipment. I'm not gonna do that.
No.
And Ashley has explained hypertrophy cluster sets for you, JB. Said, choose a weight you could normally perform for about 12 reps. Do 6 sets of 6 reps, 6 sets of 6, and you rest 10 seconds between sets. So it's basically like rest pause, but it looks like, but you just accumulated 36 total reps with a load you could normally only perform for about 12. There you go.
Very cool.
All right, so there you go. All right, y'all didn't intend to learn anything, but we snuck a lesson in on you anyway. Harry, man, thank you for being here. I know you got you said you had to get your daughter going for the day, and get your day started. Appreciate you being here as always, my man. you're on that list of people. You have an open invite to
amazing. Thank you. Well,
come on here anytime you want.
I love the morning show at Home Gym Con, so excited for that. That's the highlight of the year for sure, especially those cinnamon rolls. But you know,
hey, look, the cinnamon rolls
Those were
cause
good.
havoc. Okay, so now you're making me keep you longer because it's like, all right, they cause havoc because then you start having people like mad because they didn't get cinnamon rolls. I'm like, y'all had it open. This is a public forum.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Because it's not like the show's like members only. Anybody could watch the live stream. So I'm like, I announced it for several months in advance. Hey, we're gonna have cinnamon rolls at the breakfast thing, you know, the reunion breakfast. So yeah, I'm like, so when people are like, I can't believe y'all had cinnamon rolls. People like, so it's funny because we're up there, you know how like you like offload stuff from your memory card, right? And there are people coming up the stairs like this wild look in their eyes, like, I hear the cinnamon rolls. I'm like, yeah, man, they're right in. They're literally just, go ahead, go eat you. There's plenty.
They were that good though.
I'm like, calm down. There's no need to get angry. There's no need to be frantic. It's like, I was like, this cinnamon roll crackheads running up the stairs like that. I was like, look, just everybody just relax. But we're gonna do it again next year. Heck yeah. And I appreciate you saying that you enjoy the morning show, man.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. All right, now I'll let you go.
Thanks, John.
Take it easy, Harry.
Bye.
All right, later. All right, so that was my guy Harrison, Home Gym Harry himself. You know, that dude is aside from always showing up with a deeper voice than me, that's a really cool dude, and I'm a big fan. You guys make sure you are supporting Curltember. Make sure you are supporting Harry. He just got on YouTube. In fact, let me go ahead and put up this right here. Bam. You guys make sure you guys go subscribe to Home Gym underscore is important. Subscribe to at Home Gym underscore Harry on YouTube so you can help his channel grow, get him going. Make sure you're also following at Home Gym underscore Harry on Instagram if you would like to be a part of the Curltember festivities, which you should, because they got some awesome prizes. So links for everything you need are going to be in the description for this video there. Let's see. Let's catch up on some of these live chats right here. I said super chats. I almost said super chats. I am taking money, so if y'all want to do super chat, support the show, I appreciate it. So we had a start question from Kevin, but I think we answered that. Okay, JB said the other day I found myself putting storage magnets on an unused bench I was standing up, and that's when I realized the Apex was getting all the use. That's hilarious. So we literally don't have, so we have a 2-car garage, but one side is random storage and Naomi's office. So we really only have one side of a 2-car garage available. So we got essentially a 1-car garage. And it's 13 by 25. And you would think that'd be a lot of space, but it fills up quickly. Once we got the leg press in here, that that deleted all of our space. So we had to move stuff around. And so we really actually had to go to the Falcon, because the thing with the Falcon is it actually comes, if this makes sense, it's shallower than the Bells of Steel cable stack was. So the Bells of Steel cable stack took up less room from side to side, but it came too far into the room, right? And so that with the leg press hack squat meant we didn't have room for like any farmer carries or anything like that. Well, we switched to the Falcon, and because it's shallower, we could put the leg press next to the treadmill. And so now there's a bigger chunk of the room that's available for things like farmer carries and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's actually really space saving. So there's no way that we could have like duplicate things. As soon as we start getting to that, we know, okay, time to put stuff on Facebook Marketplace, or whenever Home Gym Marketplace is up and running, that's going to be our destination. I seriously considered, though, because stuff wasn't really moving on Facebook Marketplace at first, I came this close to just putting everything in getting my buddy to let me use his truck, putting everything in the back of the truck, taking it to the Play Again Sports, and then I was gonna like do a YouTube video, like a YouTube short, and say, "Hey, I'm standing outside Play Again Sports. Here's the address. If y'all want this stuff, come on in here. It's on consignment. Come get it." Because we just don't have room. It was like down to we had boxes coming in and not enough room and nowhere to put them. So yeah. Never mind the fact that the FedEx dude dropped some of the packages while I was watching. In fact, I almost made that the recliner rage because FedEx dude, he's struggling coming up the driveway, drops the boxes, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, my man, why don't you use the hand truck? He said, "Oh, I think I got it." I'm like, he said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm determined." He said something like, "I'm determined to not let it beat me. I'm gonna get it up here," because he's carrying there. I said, "Hold on." I said, "I'm determined to not let you damage my property that you're delivering to me." So anyway, we didn't argue. We got through it. But I was just like, yeah, man, this ain't cool. Anyway, Kinsey said, "I don't have room either." Yeah, you're better than me because I'm telling you, as soon as I hate clutter. Especially since I train barefoot and Naomi trains barefoot a lot too. We can't have stuff on the floor because I'm not into stubbing my toe. I don't like that. Let's see here. Kinsey said, "I'm doing that. Capex Gym 2.0 is coming." Look, I don't mind building a building. I don't want to build an additional building, if that makes sense. It's like, sure, I'll build a bigger gym and just have that be the gym, and then the garage is something else. Like, for example, maybe it's actually a garage. But I'm not going to have a gym in the garage and then have an additional, like the auxiliary gym or something like I'm in a high school. Nah, I'm not doing that. Those cinnamon rolls were legendary the second day. They were even better the second day. Hey, your mom says she wants to make us all proud, Kinsey. Hey, we're already proud. Says she's working on losing a little weight this year. She's inspired. Look, I'm inspired too. I'm trying to show up in a calorie deficit so I can eat some more cinnamon rolls and not feel an ounce of guilt. Not that I had any guilt the first time. JB said, "My wife saw Naomi's Rit Fit leg press video and that made her want to get in the gym. And we have the pink leg press now." There you go. Hey, Rit Fit, you hear that? There you go. I'm telling you. Look, having Naomi on the channel has been phenomenal because it's opened us up to an entirely new audience that we wouldn't have if it was just me. And I think that we're actually able to serve a lot more people just because we're able to get her perspective, not just because she's a woman, but also because she has different training goals than I do. And I think that really unlocked some things when people saw her like doing the triathlons, training for the triathlon, like that unlocked things because they're like, oh, okay. It doesn't always, it's not just necessarily like, 24/7 meatheadism. You know what I'm saying? Man, them FedEx dudes, stuff shows up in this, all the boxes are torn and all that so what the guy told me, he'll go anonymous, but what he said is basically, I'm like, the box says team lift. Why is there only one of you here? And he said, according to FedEx, the team is you and a hand truck. I said, nah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all because that's my property you're throwing or dropping, as the case may be. Kinsey said, "I've just put so much personalization into my Rep Nighthawk. I don't want to get rid of her, but the Apex is staying. Then I have the wide body bench, so none of those can go." So yes, it is painful. It is painful. Think about with the bells and steel cable stack. We'd also purchased the attachments from Porter Phys Ed to kind of increase the functionality. We considered purchasing the other attachment from Porter that would have widened it out so that we could actually get closer to a true cable crossover. The reason we didn't do that was because then that would have kind of been in the way of anybody on the treadmill. So yeah, it kind of was like, I'm selling this thing and I'm not like the amount you're paying for it is much less than the value of it. But at the same time, I got to be realistic. this isn't like a secret, you know. It ain't like I paid for the cable stack, you know what I mean? I did pay for the Porter attachments, but I didn't pay for the cable stack. So anything that I got for it, that money just went back into the channel. But anything that we got for it, that's just profit. So why not sell it to somebody on Facebook Marketplace who can use it to get, you know, to improve their home gym rather than me just hoarding it. That's just kind of how I look at it. It's like I have this thing and it's kind of getting in my way, and it could actually be somebody else who doesn't have anything could really benefit from it. So why should I just, you know, like I don't want to hoard it, if that makes sense. Naomi is the eye candy. I mean, yeah, pretty much, you know. I mean, first of all, I'm a fairly good looking person myself, but yes, if you gave me a choice, I'd rather look at her than look at me. So yeah. Letha, that's what I was trying to say. We're already proud of your mom, but yes, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see how much, you know, she's able to transform her body between last Home Gym Con and next year's Home Gym Con. So yeah. And Justin said FedEx doesn't help us, we just get stronger. Now they still got to deliver the junk up to the house, but there have been times. I remember one time, I don't remember what the thing was. It was fairly heavy too. Naomi was getting ready to take our daughter, I think, to tutoring, and the FedEx truck showed up, dropped the box in the driveway, and literally left it in the way so that Naomi couldn't even drive her car out. She's like, well, and she's like, you see me sitting here in the SUV, sitting here in our Rogue. You see me sitting here, so obviously I'm about to go somewhere. Why would you just drop it right there? They're so frustrating. Now we have a dude who works for FedEx, who goes to our church. So I'm constantly turning those dudes in. I'm like, hey, look, your boys are at it again. He's like a manager or something like that. I'm like, look, your boys at it again. You need to handle that. So yeah. Anyway, it is now 6 minutes after 9. Shout out to the West Coast. Appreciate you guys for getting your day started with me. Thanks to everybody else who has been watching the show this entire time, helping make this a fantastic way to start the weekend. Let's talk about, before we go, I want to tell you guys what I learned. So first, we got to play that song. You know the one, my brother's least favorite song, but I'm pretty proud of it, so you're going to listen to it. It's almost over, but I got one more thing to say. Here it goes. All right, so this is the coolest thing. I heard it from Dave Tate. Or not heard, but I read it from Dave Tate's Instagram. If you guys aren't following at Under the Bar, you're really missing out. Dave Tate, for those of you who don't know, was a world record holding powerlifter. He is now the founder / CEO of Elite FTS. Before he started powerlifting, Dave was a personal trainer for some high level Fortune 500 executives. So the dude knows about training. And he's got a lot of insightful viewpoints. He's not just a guy who's like a power lifter. He knows a lot about just training in general. Okay. So let me go ahead. I'm going to share the screen because I think that this is something that really, he kind of unpacked why you see so many conflicting theories from so many intelligent people, so many educated people who know about training, but then they all have different conflicting theories about, well, this is the best exercise for this. This is the best way to train for that. Like, well, how can they all be right? You know? So I'm just going to read it. It said, what is real and what is not? Every time you see something presented as the best movement, the best method, or the best way to train, understand that it comes with context. Think of training like watching a football game through a monocular. You can zoom in on one player, see exactly how they stand, move, and react. You may see more detail, but you're still only seeing one player and a small number of variables at one moment in time. If you zoom out, the picture changes. Now you see the other players. You see what that player is reacting to. You see the field position, the score, the weather, the play call, and everything else. that's influencing what happens. Training information works the same way. Movement may look like the best choice when you isolate one variable. That changes when you account for training age, injury history, leverages, recovery ability, goals, volume, intensity, exercise order, and everything else that's already in that person's program. Most training debates happen because someone zoomed in on one variable and decided they were looking at the entire field. They weren't. There's rarely a best movement. There's the best movement for this lifter, for this goal, at this point in time, within this program. The closer someone gets to declaring one thing the best, the further they usually are from seeing the whole picture. You need to zoom in to study the details and then zoom out before deciding what they mean. And you guys may see that I said this might be the best breakdown of the why behind movement choices that I have ever read. 100%, and I stand by that. Too often I see these debates from people about the science or the whatever, and it's like, look, a lot of times what works for me doesn't work for you because our leverages are just different. Sometimes what works for me doesn't work for you because our goals are different. You know, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't make sense to, in fact, while I have movements that I like, you can say I love it. At some point, you need to rotate the movements you're doing just for nothing else, for the health of your joints and your tendons, because your body doesn't respond well. Your body responds well from a training standpoint to doing the same movements over and over. But there's you make yourself more vulnerable to pattern overload if you're doing the exact same movement pattern over and over again. Okay. Because you're basically reinforcing imbalances if you never switch up your movements. So as a result, while I have movements that I really like, at a certain point, you got to learn to like let go of those movements and say, okay, I'm going to spend at least part of the year doing something completely different just for the sake of joint health and posture, and just give your brain a break. Okay. That doesn't mean that you need to be all over the map doing a different thing every time you get into the gym, because, you know, you can't be like a squirrel either. There's a reason why squirrels aren't muscular. All right. But to me, it's not worth debating over the best movement, because what might be the best movement for me right now is going to potentially change when I get bigger or lose weight, because then my leverage has changed, as Dave was saying. So anyway, I thought that that was a fantastic post, and that's the thing that I learned this week. It's one of those things that I guess I should have known. I feel like it resonated with me, so I probably already knew it instinctively. But I'm willing to say I learned it because I never thought of it in that way before. And that's why I'm a huge fan of the educational content that Elite FTS puts out. And it's one of the things that we pattern our brand after. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you didn't, sorry. Anyway, coming up this Monday, we got Mailbag Monday again at 3:15 p.m. Already got a bunch of questions I need to respond to. So it's going to be another cool show. Next Friday, we'll be right back here to do it again. Make sure you guys watch out for our Kodo Gi Grips booth tour coming up next week. Most of all, I appreciate all y'all support. Keep stacking days. Peace.